Yes, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Miami Sports Music's #1 morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D, and it is Spread Kindness Friday. That's right. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all this morning. I'm still feeling the effects of last night. I didn't end up going to bed, honestly, till like 3, or actually probably like 4 a.m. I was busy up last night doing a million things for the show, trying to get stuff prepared for the future, and just a million and one things. So I'm excited to be hanging out with y'all. Rough last night. We'll get right into it here in a minute. But let me say good morning to my Finlaws and my family, especially to the people in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Super excited that y'all are here hanging out with me. What is up? How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday morning? I'm your host, Stephen D. Stephen Daniels. You can follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure you guys do that one time for the folk. Also, you can follow Miami Sports Music on social media at Miami Sports Music and on Twitter at MIA Sports Music. Remember, when you guys come in this morning, make sure you hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to do to hit that like button. We ask that you do it. Please hit that like button on your way through the door. And when you get in here and you start seeing more people and more people get in here, tell them to hit the like button in the chat too. Okay? It's important. Hit the like button. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Also, hey, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. We would love to grow to 10,000 people in the next month, and we can't do that without your help. So we always ask, if you can, subscribing to the channel is free. Try to get 10 of your friends to subscribe, 10 family members, 10 Finlaws to subscribe. People that might not know about us, tell them, hey, go subscribe to Miami Sports Music, okay? Make sure you all do that. It's very important that you all do that, okay? So subscribe to the channel. If you want to sign up and become a member of the channel, that's even better. Well, you get access to perks. You get to become part of our family. In my Vin Diesel voice, family. Make sure you all do that this morning. If you guys see right here, you guys can join the channel, get access to perks, a lot of amazing things here today. So, hey, we'd love to see you sign up, become part of the family. We got a lot of stuff coming up in 2022, especially when football season starts, that will specifically be for members only. Okay. And I can't do that unless more and more people sign up and become members. So we need to get to a certain amount of members. So, hey, sign up today. I mean, we have monthly packages that are as low as $3, but we always ask, hey, go for the DWA loyalty or the DWA for life. Dolphins with attitude, okay? It's awesome. Make sure you all do that. Also, help the channel grow by donating. Today is Spread Kindness Friday. We got a big thing lined up for you all today. I'm going to get to it here in a minute. Sorry, my voice. Last night, I did 9+ hours on the channel yesterday. 9 hours. And I did 9+ hours on the channel on Tuesday. I'm exhausted. Been a long week. But help the channel grow by donating. We got a lot of things that we want to do here on the channel. And when you guys donate to the channel, it helps the channel grow. There are 3 different ways you can donate to the channel. Okay. Number 1, you can use the YouTube live super chat, which if you look at the chat on the right, you'll see a $sign in a box. Click that and you'll donate to the channel that way. Okay. The second ways are you can use PayPal Cash App, which if you use this QR code right here or MSM Podcast Network with the $sign in front of it on Cash App, you can send money to us that way. There's less fees that come out on our end. So we're always grateful when you can send it through Cash App or PayPal. Same thing, less fees. So that's MSM Podcast Network too, as you can see, or you can use the QR code right below. So we always ask if you're able to send the money those ways. And here's the best part. If you donate in increments of $5 for the last 2 weeks, anybody who's donated to the channel, if it's been over $5, every $5 you give to the channel, you have been entered to win a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network weekly giveaway courtesy of ZSM Sports. Today, after the show, we're going to do another live stream. You are going to get entered to win a Sam Madison Patrick Surtain autograph mini helmet. Aqua mini helmet. You see how cool that Aqua mini helmet is with the orange lettering? That thing is dope. And when I tell you that thing is dope, that thing is freaking awesome. Okay? It's awesome. Sign up today. Donate today in increments of 5, and you will get to do that. Now, here's some really cool stuff along with that. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, even if it's $5, I double your entry. So instead of 1 entry, you get 2. And if you donate on any platform, whether it's YouTube, Cash App, or PayPal, over $50, I triple your entries. And let me tell you, I had some people this week already donate more than a few over the $50 mark. And the people that have won the last few times are the people that have donated the most. Now, that's not even the coolest part of donating to the channel this week. There was a big, senseless tragedy, hateful act on last Saturday in Buffalo. And, I'm Mr. Spread Kindness himself. I want to help people. And I'm all about spreading kindness, positivity, and love. That's in my name. That's in my name that you can see right there. So a portion of all the donations this week that you guys donated, a portion of all of them, we are going to send to Buffalo to help the victims' families of lives that were lost in the shooting that happened last Saturday. The hateful act, the evilness. Whatever you want to call it, man, it was just pure evil. And I want to do what I can using my platform to help some families out. So a portion of all the donations made this week, we're going to take a portion of it and we're going to send it off to Buffalo. We're going to help Bill's Mafia backyard there. We're going to show them it doesn't matter who you root for when real life and fans and families and friends are in need. We're going to help some people. So today, I have a big thing for you today. It's Spread Kindness Friday. I want to have the biggest donation day ever. I want to have the biggest freaking donation day ever. Do you all think you all can help me with that today? It's only 43 of y'all in here. We need more people in here today. We need more people to do it. So what I want you all today is to realize every $5, you get a chance to win this mini helmet. But the higher you all go, the more opportunities we'll have to help some families in need. And ultimately, that's the goal here. I want to be able to send a good amount over there, and I can't do that without y'all's help. Okay? So let's go. Let's do it. Let's have the biggest freaking donation day ever. Let's start it right now. Donate on Cash App, PayPal, YouTube. I don't care. Get the donations up. Let's have a huge Spread Kindness Friday today. Forget the fact that I did 9 hours yesterday. Forget the fact that I did 9 hours on Tuesday. Forget the fact that I love you all and I'm here each and every morning. Let's go and let's have a huge donation day today. Okay? I can't do it without y'all's help. Even lost my voice a little bit from last night. Okay? We already got the party started. Von Joe said, it's not much, but hey, let's get it going early. Every penny counts. Spread Kindness Friday, people. Drew Batron says, run it up. Let's go. Let's go. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, let me know. I can't do that. I won't know unless y'all tell me. I mean, I'll see it come through eventually, but I want to know. I want to give you credit if you donate on Cash App or PayPal. So I put the links in there. Let's do it. Want to give a big shout out to our main sponsor of the show, Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is absolutely amazing. You can download the app today on your current Apple or Android device and follow Tailgreeter on all social media platforms at Tailgreeter, Tailgreeter. All right. Remember, donate. Get a chance to win Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain mini helmet. Let's help some families out. Let's spread chaos. Last night was rough. There's no other way to put that. Actually, let me say hello to everybody in the chat first who's here this morning, because y'all come in here this morning and in the chat, and it's only right that I give y'all credit for being here in the chat. Andres, what's up, Andres? Chef Zhu is in the building. Let's go. Marty Woodley. Hello, Marty. Shake Money. Adam E. Who else is up in here? Ryan AP. What's up, Ryan AP? Mark K. What is up, man? Brutal last night. It was. We're going to get there. I'm going to talk about it more. 1, 2, 3, 4 apps. Raul. What is up? Corey Walker. What's good, fam? Roman Reigns. Heat taking an L makes the day better. Heat fans are annoying. Whatever, Roman Reigns. Whatever. AA is in the building. What is up, AA? How are you? Drew Batron is in here. What is up, Drew? Von954 is in the building. Von Joe, obviously. Hello. Good morning, Von Joe. Flipside Fishing is in the building today. Chef Zhu. I already said Chef Zhu. Keep on saying Chef Zhu. The I Believe podcast. Roach is in the building. Roach, I got your text and your messages this morning. I'm a little not even kill. So I'll look at it more. I think you were sending me a link to, a really cool item. So I'll look into it more after the show. Let's see what else I got up in here this morning. I got AA, Drew Batron, Shake Money, Alex Fanatic. What is up, man? How are you? Sean Ali, what is up? All right. Estefan, Nacho Fin. Hey, share. Let people know that we're here. See this little share button on YouTube? Go share it with 10 of your friends right now. Tell them to come over and hang out this morning. Rick Spar is also in the house. What is up? And Sean is in the house. What's going on, guys? All right. Let me start with the first game last night. Last night we started doing our 305 playoff live stream, game 2. And we were watching the Panthers and the Lightning. And, yeah, it was rough. I'm not going to say that it wasn't. So we did that last night, and 2-1. Ended up being 2-1 Tampa Bay. But let me kind of tell you how the game kind of took. So it took hold. Lightning and the Panthers. It was one. Tampa Bay got up early, right? Tampa Bay got up early in the first period, and then Florida got up in the second period. They didn't get up. They tied it up. And I said, you know what? Third period's going to come. We're going to make this happen. This is a close game. We're going to figure out a way to win because we are the comeback cats. We got this. We got this. We can do it. It's going to be good. I'm ready for the game to go to overtime. The clock is counting down. 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 3.9 or 3.6 seconds left. Tampa scores a goal at the end of the third period with 3 seconds left on the clock. Let me tell you how heartbreaking that was. To lose a playoff game like that at home was so tough. It's like it's worse than taking the sails out of your boat. There is nothing about that on last night that I was just I didn't know what to tell you. Because I was ready to go to overtime. And I was like, Panthers get into overtime, we got this. But what happened is when you get down to that last 10 seconds, people are like, all right, we're just going to overtime. Tampa wasn't playing that. Tampa's like, we're going to play till it says 0-0. So they had a skater come up the other side of the ice. Goalie didn't even see him. Guy comes around the back of the net, passes it to the guy in front of the net, in for the score. Goalie didn't even see him. Bobrovsky didn't even see him. And I'll tell you, they had more than enough chances last night, Florida, to score. But their goalie, Tampa's goalie, oh my God. He's I'm going to say it now, he's the best goalie in the NHL right now. He's crazy. Because we had a lot of time. And again, by the way, we played, was it 6 games in the first round? Was it 5 or 6 games Panthers played in the first round? 6 games, right, guys? And we played 2 games now in this round against Tampa Bay. Not one power play goal. The only team in the entire NHL playoffs to not score a goal on a power play this year yet. We were 3rd in the NHL all year, Panthers. 3rd. And we haven't scored one power play goal yet in this postseason. You're not going to win. When you're not converting on the other team's mistakes, you're not going to win. And where does that fall upon? Look, I mean, their goalie, again, I got to give it up to him. But when you can't convert on a power play, come on, guys. Come on, seriously. 4 out of the 7 goals in the 2 games for Tampa. Actually, is it 4 out of the 7? 4 plus 2, 6. So was it 4 out of 6 goals? 4 out of 6 goals converted on power plays for Tampa. You can't, when they're converting on their power plays and you're not converting on yours, what do you expect to happen? Now, I get it. Tampa's the best team in hockey. They've won the last 2 Stanley Cups. They are in the middle of a dynasty run. I get it. I understand it. But what Florida needs to do is realize they won the President's Cup. And they're the best team in hockey for a reason this year. Show up. Show up. And they have not in the first 2 games. So now here's the hole in the mountain that Florida has to overcome now. You're down 0-2. You just played 2 games at home. And now you got to go to Tampa for 2 games in Tampa against the defending Stanley Cup champions. You're down 0-2. You got to go play 2 there. That's a rough task ahead. That is Florida's got a mountain in front of them if they even want to think about having a shot at this. And I'll be real with y'all. Florida wants to win. They got to win both at home. I don't think Florida can go down 3-1 and have an opportunity to win this. Because then they're going to have to win 3 straight in a row. And I don't see a world where that happens. So I think if Florida wants to have an opportunity, they got to go win 2 in Tampa. Games 3 and 4. And the odds of that happening, slim to none. Now, I'm a watch. I'm a support. And it's not that this team can't do it, because they can. They're a good team. But the question is where is this team lacking? And what I read on Twitter for the last 24 hours is the coach. He's an interim head coach. He hasn't made the decisions that he needs to make. He hasn't done the lines really well. He's not mixing and matching. I don't know. But I know something needs to change if they want to have a shot at going after the cup. Irving says Panthers have completely let the Panthers fan base down by losing 2 at home. Unbelievable. They lost home ice advantage. Yep, crazy. Crazy. They're really going to show up at home? Tampa over the Panthers. You're right. They got to do a lot. They have to do a lot. And it's not looking good for them. But that's what happened last night. And we'll see what happens. Game 3, if I'm correct, is Sunday at 1:30. Yep, Sunday at 1:30 and that'll be at Tampa. Sunday, 1:30 in the afternoon at Tampa If you want to watch Game 3, I'll be watching. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. All right? All right. Now, let's go to the world of basketball. I got to talk about it. I got to give them their due. Last night was a rough one. You lose the game like that in Florida and over in Sunrise for the Panthers. And I'm like, all right, Heat won't let me down. They won't let me down. We already got one up in this series. We're ready to go. Hold up. Al Horford's coming back. Hold up. NBA Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart is coming back. Okay. We ain't worried about it. I wasn't. I can admit I was not. Maybe I should have been, because it was rough last night. It was rough last night. 25-point victory. And they were out ahead on an average of 25 points for basically over half the game. They had a 12-point lead in the first quarter, the Heat. And then it all went downhill. It all went downhill. It was not good in any way, shape, or form last night. Shall we talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how last night, you go look at here, 35 points in the first. By the way, Boston Celtics broke an NBA record of scoring the most three-pointers in the first quarter of a playoff game last night. Just saying, they were hitting from beyond the three. Okay? 35 points in the second quarter last night. All right. 26 points in the third. Halfway through the third, Miami was making a run. They were cutting this lead in half. I said, look, Miami gets it within 15. Let them get it within 15 by the end of the third. They have a shot in the fourth. I was wrong. I was wrong. It was not good. There was no swear jar in effect last night either on the stream. I was cussing up a storm. It was not good. 31 points in the fourth. When the Celtics score 70, 80, or 85, 95, 100, 105 points in three quarters, and you're still missing a quarter, is not going to be good for whoever they're playing. And let me tell you, they were hitting threes last night. If you go look, Al Horford dropped 10 points. Tatum dropped 27. Marcus Smart dropped 24. Jaylen Brown dropped 24. Grant Williams dropped 19. Peyton Pritchard had 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players all in double digits last night. And Tatum, Marcus Smart, and Jaylen Brown distributing to each other evenly. And no one player really taking over the game, but saying, we're going to work together and we're going to take over this. Remember, Marcus Smart didn't play game one. Remember, Al Horford didn't play game one. Now, I'm not saying that 10 points for Horford made a difference, but having to account for him on the floor along with these guys made it, and look, Peyton Pritchard, even his 10. Now, what I will say to you is, okay, just looking at the stats, and we'll go to the Heat here in a minute. They shot 23. They made 23 pointers last night. They were 50% from 3 points last night. That's 60 points they got off the rip on 3 points. Now, here's what I'll say. I'll say this. Miami still has a shot in the series, and here's why. Because if you're expecting Boston, in my opinion, this is my opinion, you might not agree with me, but if you're expecting Boston to sustain a 50% 3 points for the entire series, not going to happen. Not going to happen for an entire 7-game series. They were on fire last night. There's no doubt about that. They won by 25 points. But if you scored 60 points off threes last night, right? I want you to think about something. If you get rid of a third of them, that's 20. That's 20 points. That makes it a 5-point game. And odds are that's the wheelhouse that the Heat are in. You need to figure out how to contest the threes in game three. You got to figure out how to get on the perimeter, how to put your hands up, contest some 3-point shots. That's the first thing. Second thing you got to do is you got to make some threes of your own, a few more threes than what you did. Okay? But more importantly, you have to shoot better from the field, from inside the paint. 44% from inside the paint last night for Miami, 51% for Boston. Miami shoots a little bit better from inside the paint. They get to 50%, which is around the wheelhouse. Actually, it's a little bit better than that throughout the playoffs. And Boston, who lives and dies by the three-pointer, I might add, doesn't do 50% and does 30%, 35%. This is a game. This is an entirely different game. So what I'm telling you is this. Miami's not out of it. They're not. I think Florida Panthers are out of it. It's not good for them. It does not look good. The writing is on the wall for the Panthers. Writing's not on the wall for the Heat. They had a bad game. And along with that, Boston overly got crazy from the three-point field. I'm telling you right now, Miami's good enough to win this series. And Boston, it's for you to think that they're going to sustain 50% from 3 points from the three-point field for an entire 7-game series, it's impossible. Just will not happen. They would have to go on the hottest run from 3 points in the history of the NBA to win the series. They would. They totally would. They scored half of their points last night from the three-point field. They scored 127. 60 of them came from three-point land. Just don't see them sustaining that for an entire series. So, look, I'm going to say this. Heat, I still think, are the better team. They're still the better all-around team. They have the deeper bench. There's no reason for me to think so. Now, here's another thing. One last thing I'll say to this. Jimmy Butler, keep doing your thing, man. 41 points in game 1, 29 points in game 2. Didn't play as much in the fourth quarter because you were already out of it. I get it. Trey says the point you're missing, Stephen D, is y'all don't have enough star power. Jimmy Butler isn't enough. 4-1 Celtics, Tatum top 5. Okay. To each his own. But let me tell y'all something. Bam, you got to get more than 6 points. You got to get more than 6 points, Bam. Max Strus, you got to get more than 6 points. Gabe Vincent had a good game. I was okay with Gabe giving me 14. Victor Oladipo, he gave me 14. He had a decent look. Oladipo does not he's not the Oladipo from Toronto. I was okay with what Victor gave me last night. Tyler Hero, you got to give me more than 11. You got to give me more than 11. So Hero, Strus, and Bam, y'all need to step up. And not only do they need to step up, my $90 million man, Duncan Robinson, which is going to turn out to be one of the worst contracts in NBA history. That's what I'm going to say. 6 points last night. We pay you. You need to come up better than that, Duncan Robinson. That's what I'll say. So, look, you look at this last night, and they just did not play a good game. They didn't hit enough. They didn't take enough shots. They didn't make enough shots. That is for sure. So, Miami, who normally doesn't play like this, in my opinion, had a very bad night, and not only did they have not even a very bad night, they had a bad night. But not only did they have a bad night, Boston had an historically great night. Irving hit the nail on the head. Boston had an historical shooting night last night. It wasn't one of those nights they wouldn't miss. This was an anomaly. The Heat were cold shooting the ball inside the paint and 3-point line, and they were slow on defense. Yep. Game 3 will be different. Do not get it twisted. Game 3 will be different. Miami will be ready to attack them on the 3-point line. Drew Bachon says, weak take, bro. Celtics went off from 3. Only reason they won. They can't expect that type of production every night. Steven, we need the Miami Heat dog mentality to come out. You're right. 100%. 100%. Y'all talking about 3-point shooting. What about our defense? We locked the Heat. They didn't take enough shots last night. And not only that, they didn't hit enough of their shots last night. Now, can you attribute that to Boston's defense? Totally could. No problem. No problem thinking that. But again, you're gonna compete with that on a 7-game series. You have the best defensive player in the league. Okay. I got you. He came back last night. I don't think y'all are gonna stop Miami for 7 games like that. It's just not gonna happen. And a majority of them you're not. And anomaly, Boston is a great 3-point team. They can't sustain that. Look, the reality is if they do, I'm a clap. I'm a clap. Okay? But for them to hit, 60% or 50% of their points last night and then say, hey, you got to do this in a 7-game series against the number 1 seed in the Heat. Deshaun says, NBA refs have convinced me this is going 7 ticket sales, hotel, parking, economy. No way they make money in a 5 or a sweep. Number 1 in defense efficiency rating. The numbers don't lie, Trey said. Level 2 Noob says, the excuses are piling up. It's getting pretty deep. I need to put my boots on. Be right back. Whatever, y'all. Whatever. Y'all, look. Tell me you haven't watched Boston play without telling me you don't watch Boston. The threes has carried them. I'm not saying that they haven't, Eric. But it's the playoffs. This is not the regular season. These are the best players in the NBA. You can hate all you want on Miami, but they're one of the best teams in the NBA. And if you're going to sit here and tell me that I expect them to shoot 50% from the 3-point line 4 out of 7 games, it's not going to happen. And not only that, you're going to expect me to say that Miami's not going to play better than what they played last night for 4 out of 7. Come on, bro. It's just not. There's nothing in the history of the NBA that I can point to and say, you know what? That team won alone because they shot threes better. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. They just swept Durant, Kyrie, and Giannis, and you think they can't hang with Butler? I'm not worried about Durant and Kyrie. Brooklyn's a joke. And they went toe-to-toe with the defending champions. They turned up all season. Let them slack 1 game, but that's the next 3 games better be for Miami. Marcus Smart changed the game, spreading the floor. No one here is saying they're not a good 3-point shooting team. The point is they had an historic performance. Those type of performances are hard to replicate. All day, bro. All day. You can't expect that. Now, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Next game for this beautiful, wonderful team is tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. tip-off. 8:30 p.m. tip-off. And then game 4 is on Monday at 8:30 p.m. So, tomorrow night, game 3. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. at night. So we don't have to compete with Panthers and Heat. Although, as much as I love the Panthers, I don't know what's going to happen with them. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say about them. All right, look, that's all the heat I got for you to this morning. That's all I got for you. They had a bad game. It was a rough night last night. Let me just throw that out there. I did 9 hours yesterday. I did over 4 hours in the stream last night, and I'm exhausted. And last night was rough. Seeing the Panthers lose the way they lost was heartbreaking. And then seeing the beatdown that commenced last night from Boston was, look, I'll say it was demoralizing. It was rough to watch. Now, with that being said, if you stayed with me, which only 12 of you did by the end of last night, I was there for every second of it. I was there for it. I didn't leave early. I stayed there for the entire butt whooping. You know what? I'll say it. Somebody pay my swear jar. I was there for the entire ass whooping last night. It was rough. It was rough. But today is Spread Kindness Friday, and it's a new day. There's no update on PJ Tucker's injury that I have at the moment. I'll be on the lookout for it, and when I do, I'll retweet something. Now, I do want to call some people out today. Last night, for the stream, I was told some people were going to show. Von Joe, you dropped the F-bomb last night. Add that into the swear jar. There was no swear jar last night, Eric. There was no swear jar last night. None. None at all. 50 plus people watching, only 34 likes. Let's run the likes up, folks. I like it. I like it. Not only that, remind y'all, hey, donate to the channel. Let's have the biggest donation day we've ever had for multiple reasons. Number one, we're giving away Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain autograph helmet. Every $5 you donate gets you an extra entry into this beautiful mini helmet autographed by Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. But not only that, we are giving a portion of all the donations that are received on the channel this week to Buffalo to help the neighborhood and the victim's family out where the senseless tragedy and killings were this past weekend. So we want to help some people out. So we asked, let's make this the biggest donation day ever in the history of the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. So we need some big donations today. We need some of y'all to step up big. And I'm asking y'all because I want to do this. I want to help some people. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's raise some money for the channel, and let's raise some money for some beautiful people. Okay, so let's do it. All right. Bond for the folks to keep pushing no superstar narrative against Miami. Don't follow basketball and realize how truly good they are as a collective. Marty said, "Yo, I got busy at work being teachers were asking for too many favors yesterday. They were one on yesterday. I told them sure, but I can't always go out of my way, but I'll try my best." The filters were removed last night. They were, man. And some of y'all didn't show. And I'm calling out Von Joe. I'm calling out Von Joe. Okay? That's right. I did it. Calling out Von Joe specifically. And I'm calling out color commentary if you're there. You guys said you could come and hang out. And then Chris, El Capitan, where were y'all last night? Where were y'all last night? Huh? I had to take that ass whooping like a man last night by myself. Swear jar on me. Swear jar on me. Somebody's going to pay it today. I know they are because we're going to have the biggest donation day ever. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? All right. If I was Elon Musk, I'd give each family $5 million, no question asked. I'm with you, man. I am definitely with you on that. Let's see here. Oh, level 2 noob. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, they're pretty good. Level 2 noob on Twitter. I gotta share this because it's pretty good. He's always good on Twitter. He says, Stephen D live on Miami Sports Music Clock Blockers. A lot of tears, excuses, and sadness. And that's just because they realize Tua is still their quarterback. Wait until they start talking Heat and Panthers. Ooh. And then he even did one better. He says, trudging through Stephen D's excuses like, it's all right. That's okay, level 2 noon. I ain't gonna lie, those are pretty good. I enjoy those. Those are good. You did good on that. All right, I'm going to open up the hotline for you all today. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Let's have a huge donation day. Come on, I want to have the biggest donation day ever. We can't do that if nobody's donating. Let's go, bring them in. Let's have a great Spread Kindness Friday. I substituted for Von Joe. Not as good, but I tried. You did try. You did try. Yeah, Von Joe, I'm calling you out, sir. I'll be there tonight, Steven. Don't worry. What we sipping on, man? What we going to do? We going to hang out. We going to party tonight. Never showed up. Never showed up. Color commentary never showed up. Chris never showed up. I was sad. Y'all hurt my feelings. I'm so sad. You're going to have to make it up to me. I don't know how. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I guess I'll take it from some of these these Celtics fans. Go ahead. Go ahead, Eric. Come on.
I'm not saying nothing.
Let's go. Bring it in.
I just called to tell you I love you, buddy.
I love you too, man. Last night was rough. Rough last night.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine taking. I went back because, like I said, at the end of the Celtics game, I generally had no idea what happened in the Panthers game. I was flipping back and forth between Red Sox and Celtics, and you were like, "Oh, they lost in 3.4 seconds." So then after I hung up with you, I went back and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, dude,
that's such a crappy way to lose."
That's a
right,
rough
bro?
night right there to watch that happen, and then you're like, "All right, the Heat got our back, though. The Heat got our back," and then, oh man, that sucks.
Steven doesn't even care. I said I was showing up, but I didn't. I did, Epps. You're in there too, Epps. You're in there too. Don't think I forgot about you. There was so many people that said they were going to show up and didn't show up. I'm mad at all of them. I'm mad at every single one of them. Let me bring on my boy Sharif. What's up, Sharif? Sharif's from the Bahamas. Sharif, take yourself off mute, man.
My wife wants to move to the Bahamas every day.
Sharif, you're on mute.
Hey man, how y'all doing this morning?
What's up, man?
I'm actually. I am. Oh, I'm actually excited about what's to come with this team, man. But what I'm wondering is, I'm looking forward to the ending of this OTAs, and I actually predicted that.
He's already getting into the Dolphins talk. He's ready to go, boy. He said, forget all this Miami Heat talk. We're not worried about the Heat. He said, we ready to talk Dolphins.
Man, I got some Marlins and some Heat talk as well. But what I would say first is I predicted that McDaniel will come down here and go straight to the classroom.
Sharif, I'm going to put you on pause for 1 second because I want to finish up this Heat talk. But when we start talking Dolphins, you're going to be the first to go. I'm going to bring you in here first to go. All right? Let me bring on...
Right.
Let me bring on Roach. What's up, Roach?
Yo, I told you.
What'd you tell me?
I said when I got off last night, I said the Celtics are going to bust the blank. So, and they did. They busted their blank.
You might as well say it and just pay the swear jar fee because we're gonna have the highest donation day ever, right?
Look, man, you trying to get me in trouble with my wife?
I mean, it's $1 to say the word. Are you scared? Are you scared, Roach?
Shit,
scared,
balls,
Roach?
ass, pits.
What, bro? You're paying for all of them. You're paying for all of them. So that word is $2.
But
every
game
I said 520 from last night.
All my predictions came true yesterday. Every one of them.
My thing is this, right, guys? What'll make you think that this is not going to go to 7? I mean, in terms of not just saying outright NBA refs cheating, but it doesn't make sense. They don't make money in 4 or 5 games. This is a big series.
So you
it
think
only
the
makes
whole
sense.
playoff thing is a scam?
Can I ask one thing?
Look at it from the second quarter.
So
From the second
hold
quarter.
on.
You're on mute for a while. I don't want to talk to you until I'm ready to talk to you. I'm gonna look at you, but you're not talking, so I'm ready to talk.
So
to you.
listen,
that means the Heat lost on purpose.
So the Heat lost, so now the refs are cheating. But the night before, when Jimmy Butler shot 20 foul shots, it was all good, right? But because the Heat lost, now all of a sudden the refs are cheating. You didn't hear Boston people crying about refs in game 1.
Let me state for the record, you didn't hear me complaining about the refs last night, except
no,
for
I'm just
one
saying
call.
this dude saying that they're blatantly cheating. Like,
not blatantly. I just think look at the second quarter. The Heat stopped getting the calls from the second quarter, and every time they get within 17, some call over the back or some offensive rebound that they attempted, it's a foul on them, and the refs just
David,
never let them.
To the store. I'll call you. I'll be back.
Oh no! You don't get to make rules around here.
No,
With rules. No.
Oh,
You know what? You go in and come back out, but you don't get to talk. You better come right back on and take your punishment like a man.
Hey,
Vonjo.
Steven, he was working all night. He was on my show for a little bit, and then he had to go.
He had time for your show,
and then I went on your show.
Mine. Don't worry about it.
Vonjo
gonna get his tonight. Don't you?
I just narked you out, Vonjo.
Vonjo gonna get his.
Well, maybe if you actually watched my show, Steven, you would know he was on it.
You know what? You're right. You're right, Roach. I'm a bad friend because I'm on for 9 hours yesterday. I'm such a horrible person. You know what, Nacho Finn? What's up, Nacho Finn?
Maybe you're the reason the Heat lost.
Buddy.
Oh, so I'm the jinx now. I'm the mush.
Hey, no.
You said that last night because you didn't have your Heat jersey on.
That's true.
So y'all had a lot going on, man. Y'all had a lot. I saw the highlights this morning of the Heat game. Steven, when you're talking about that hockey game, bro, that's rough. That's rough, man, because I'm a Stars fan, bro, and that's happened a lot to them where their problem has been goaltending, right? You're in a tight game, especially in hockey. It looks exhausting. All those line changes and crap that they do. You know what I mean? And you're in a 1-1 game and you lose right at the man. That does happen in hockey, and that sucks to sit through a game like that where you just want to get it to go to overtime. So I feel you.
Yeah.
And as far as that,
level 2 noob killed it. Stephen D hoping for multiple championship parades this year. I can't stand you, level 2 noob.
Yeah, but no, shout out to the Heat, man. I'm rooting for y'all, man. That DeMarcus Smart. They just got to do a line change. I think the Heat are deep enough. But DeMarcus Smart did change that game. From what I saw, I didn't get to watch the whole game because I had to work this morning. But I watched the highlights, and it looked like that's what was happening. Was that guy stretched the floor for the Celtics to be able to have guys that were open? So I don't know, man.
Imagine if he didn't go 1 for 12 in his first 12 shots.
The bad part about that is there are streaks in the playoffs, and it looks like they are playing complementary basketball, and it don't just have to be 3-pointers, but I think the Heat are going to have to make their shots in this. They're going to have to be high-scoring games because it looks like the Celtics are in their playoff form. You don't want to see that in the playoffs, especially with them. They're big and they play defense. So fundamentally, you don't want to see a team like the Celtics playing like that. That I got to be honest. I think they could win it all playing like that. And I'm not just trolling, man. I'm just saying they look very scary last night. So that's my take.
If the Heat are going to go on a run, they need Bam to step up and actually do something.
Yeah, Bam can't score
just
6
his
points
defensive presence is
series.
not enough.
I love Jimmy Butler though, man. That dude's a dog.
What I see is the aggression of the Heat being challenged by the refs. All right, when you putting your hands up and just strafing with the offensive player, that and all your aggression is taken away from you from so many calls, being in team penalties early, that takes away the aggression. I'm a Knicks fan from Pat Riley. When you take away the aggression of the Knicks, now we're just putting our hands up, and it takes it away from us bullying you, really. So the Heat was in that strafing mode from the second quarter. And this is why I say the NBA knows what it's doing. They don't make money in 4 games or 5 games. They make money in ticket sales, hotel, all that stuff, economy for the city. So for me, the refs controlled that pattern of the game from the second quarter on. He tried to go in the zone, didn't work.
Look,
He went back physical man to man, and they got him worse penalty problems.
I can't believe that conspiracy theory. Look, you're talking to somebody. I do believe in conspiracy theories. I get it. But for me to sit here and think that the NBA is totally rigging this game in this series for it to go 6 or 7, I don't believe that. I just don't. Not for a minute.
I mean, sometimes I think sometimes it does happen, but I mean that's more like a finals, conspiracy. But I mean, it's kind of hard to do that when guys are moving the rock and shooting wide open shots. How the hell are you going to change the game? Or how the hell are the referees going to change that? You know what I mean?
Well,
you can't.
They stopped hitting the threes, and then Heat went back to man, and then they were hitting layups. So the Heat then went back to zone, and they were hitting threes, 50% all game long. So to me,
So that sounds like offense, not refereeing.
The refs could control one of those
that's
things.
What I'm saying.
Are you going to let the Heat be physical? Where are you going to let them play man to man and be physical? The refs didn't allow that.
Well, you just made my point, Sharif. That I don't see.
Right.
I don't see how the refs are going to change the series, bro. I really don't. That was on the road too, bro.
No, to me, you take away a team's physicality, and then the coach has to do something else. Then all of a sudden you're down by 20. That changes your tempo. You know, if the Heat can put hands on you all game long, like game 1, frustrate people, and you get less calls, and the ref let it go. The ref ain't gonna let that go game 2. The ref,
hey, Roach.
And it plays into the money making.
Hey man, so you like aliens, but you don't like those green boogeymen, do you?
What, the Heat? Or not the Heat, the Celtics?
The Celtics.
Actually, I told Steven the Celtics are going to win.
Level 2 Noob said, big up to Miami Sports Music for having Alex Jones on the panel this morning.
I don't like any Boston.
Hey, okay. I just want to remind you.
Are they saying I'm Alex Jones, or are they saying somebody else is?
I don't know. I think the conspiracy theory itself. But, Trey, yes, I did enjoy your presence last night. As much as you were giving me crap, I did enjoy your presence last night. I don't want you to if you see what happens, you forget a couple people, and all of a sudden, like, you forgot about me. How dare you?
Shout out to the chat.
The nerve of you.
Donate, because you know what happens if you get second place.
Guys, donate to the channel. It's going to be the biggest giveaway we've ever had on the channel. Well, I don't know what it's going to take to motivate y'all. Let's go.
I'm telling you, that second place, man, that's a good second place. Strip Club VIP on Steven.
Nice hat.
No, that's not happening.
With Steven,
the Heat must have went golfing before the game.
That's
so before I'm actually about to head to work.
Tua probably took him.
So it's all Tua's fault. Good to hear from you, bro.
Tua took him golfing.
I just want to drop in. You know, I'm liking the offensive line focus with McDaniel.
Okay.
And I saw that in a couple of his San Francisco videos before he came. And he teaches from the offensive line back. And what I find interesting is whether they're testing Connor Williams at center or not, what they're really showing Dieter, I believe, is this is what I expect out of you, because Connor probably can do it in the image projection off the field. So then now when Dieter does what Connor does in practice and OTAs, Dieter can now go and do that or practice to do that or be consistent at that. Secondly, I knew he was coming down here to deal with the offensive line first, which is run in the sun, make people sweat, run down your throats fourth quarter. What I find interesting is he came here, he did that, and now he's focusing on the pedigree of the offensive linemen versus coaching them up like what Flo tried. And I totally agree. You need pedigree, which is why I wanted Cesar Ruiz and Tristan Wirfs, but neither here nor there. Now we have good linemen, and I just want to emphasize that. I think we're finally going to run some teams to the ground.
Hey, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right, dude. I'm going to dive more into that later on in the show, but I 100% hope that you're right about the round and pound of this team and where it's headed.
Ground and pound.
Agree. The ground and pound, run and pound. You knew what I meant.
Hey man, I don't want to say what's going to go on. Never mind. Oh.
All right, let's see. I was trolling with the refs. Celtics outplayed the hell out of Miami last night. Nick Cofella said, "You're right." Yep. See, made me even do that. How dare you? NBA is too easily manipulated by the refs, hence why I don't F with it anymore. Sweet Jump says, "You have the name called Sweet Jumps, though."
I think Trucker Sean got it figured out, Steven.
Where the hell did Sharif go?
He just dropped off.
Damn.
Because I
thought we were getting into Dolphin talk, man. I was
about to expose it, dude. He was about to expose what really happened, and what really happened is Tua went to a Panthers game.
Mike Gesicki.
He's bad luck.
The game last night.
Tua then
Gesicki was at the game last night. Not studying his playbook.
Took the Panthers golfing the day of the game, yesterday morning, and so it's all Tua's fault.
The Monstars took the Heat towers, bro.
What's funny is people are actually going to think I'm serious. You know that, Steven?
Yeah, I know, because that's what people do. The whole thing isn't rigged, but it is a degree to, especially how we get down to conference final. It's not rigged like that, but I think it's funny that people think it is. I think it's hilarious that people think that it's that rigged.
I don't know. Some teams are just catch fire. You can't. There's nothing the refs can do to change the game.
They scored 60% of their points last night.
What do you do?
You can't stop that if they're just
hitting. Nope, you can't.
There's no hit. There's no stopping that. None.
I mean, I think their percentage will go down.
Says, do y'all get professional sports as a big business? Nobody cares about your UP on fans wanting integrity so you can sleep at night. Von 94. So, all right. So let's play this out. Let's have this conversation.
Wait, who's peeing on?
Let's
who's
have
peeing?
This conversation for the sake of the conversation.
Who's peeing and who's getting peed on?
Since y'all clearly seem to want to keep it up, do y'all really think that NFL, NBA, all these games are rigged? Do you really think that there is that players who play their heart in and day out every single day go to it and say, you know what? Hey, the NFL wants us or the NBA wants us to lose this game on purpose. No way. There's no way that happens.
There's a clout game in the NBA, though. You got to gain some kind of notoriety as a player before you start getting calls. Like Kawhi was going through that in San Antonio.
Boxing's rigged. Boxing makes sense to me. I could see why boxing is rigged.
What the hell? Boxing
Mike
is not
just
rigged,
bit that
bro.
ear off, dude. That wasn't
by the way, let's get something straight. It's a lot easier to go to one person.
And where did that come from? We're talking about the NBA and somebody throws boxing in there. Like, for real, man. Boxing is not rigged.
Well, that's debatable. But
no, it's not debatable. It's not rigged.
but there's no way you can sit here and tell me that teams that have 50 people on the roster or 30 people on the roster or 12 people on their there's no way that happens.
You don't need all of them, Steven. You just need the core people. That's all you need. Just the core.
But these players are making millions and millions at this point.
So
it's not like the Black Sox of 1912 where they could get paid off because they weren't getting paid. They weren't getting paid what they were worth.
Right. But then you got to remember there's also gambling too. When you start going down that route,
but time out. That makes a little sense to me, and I can hear that argument. But for somebody to come out and flat out say that the NBA is totally there's no
cheating,
no way, no.
It's definitely going to be backed by the gambling
community,
more than the refs just saying, I want my home team to win or lose. Or
now, do I think the refs? Maybe I think you can make gambling involved in it. Yeah, Tim Donaghy proved that point.
Yeah.
I think the point that you could make to validate what they're saying, because I couldn't disagree with this, is what I was telling y'all earlier. The guys that gain clout and notoriety are the star players. So they're going to draw fouls. That is how you can change it and slow down the game.
But
You know what I mean?
But guys, if you're telling me, let's ask this way: if one of you guys were playing a sport, whatever one, say football, and like you're having a blowout, you're up 30 points, and you're about to score a touchdown on this long punt return, and you're like, dang, if I score this touchdown, my buddy's gonna go over. He ain't gonna win. And that dude's always asking you for money, you're always bailing him out. So you're like, man, let me just run out of bounds or fall or slow down a little bit, get tackled. Now we stay below the line. We still win the game. We just shed a few points for the game below the line. I can see that.
Von 954 says it's not. I'm not asking you what you guys think. It's a fact. It's admitted research. No, sir. No, sir. Von 954. All right. So a couple things to go back to the boxing. It's easier, right? It makes so much sense to me. Hey, boxer, lay down in the fourth round, get X amount of dollars. Okay, I can see that. Hey, if it goes to the scorecard, boxing official A, boxing official B, score it this way so that we either get a no decision or a split this, whatever. That you're only talking about 1 to 3, maybe 4 people tops that would be in on that conspiracy. That makes sense. I get it. What does not make sense to me is when you go to an entire NBA franchise and say, I need you to lose this game on purpose and not have a chance at a championship in the middle of the Eastern Conference Finals. No freaking way. None. Now, could I see a referee saying, hey, I got a lot of money on this game.
Blackout in the Super Bowl, Steven.
Okay. All right. Really?
It happened.
I'll address that in a second. Let me finish my saying and say that it makes sense that a referee might say, I'm going to call this game this way, or I'm going to be very aggressive in this foul, calling fouls against this team because I can hear that argument. That argument I can hear. Because then you only need one person, maybe 2.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But and Tim Donaghy is a perfect example of that. I get that 100%. I think I 100% think that.
I just don't. I think the way that you're stating it, it's kind of a reach. When I understand that you're trying to make a point, but when you're saying trying to get an entire team to do a tank job for a game, I think the way that you control it's through the refs, man. There's no other way to dictate how a game's going to end. How the final score is going to end, because the reason that I brought up the guys that are all-stars getting calls is, well, for one, you can get in basketball, you can get into a rhythm off of shooting free throws. Mm-hmm. And so when you maintain a lead off of doing that, plus the other team is somewhat cold, you have to gain a rhythm. If they're not shooting free throws, they're missing shots, it changes the game dramatically. So that's why I was saying that earlier. I think if you are going to make a argument that it's rigged, I think that's the most obvious.
Is through the referees. And you know what? And you know
because
what,
that's what Von's talking about, man. There's that documentary on that referee. I forgot his name.
Tim Donaghy. Estefan, you know what? I can hear that argument. You know what? It makes sense to me. It has happened in the past. It's been documented. That one I get, right? But but you also, I don't think you can be blatant with it, right? You know what the NBA does that the NFL or that Major League Baseball doesn't do? And the NBA, if you call games a percentage certain amount wrong, you don't get to go to higher played games, right? So there's regular season referees, and let's say they call a certain amount of stuff wrong. The NBA reviews this stuff. There's a board that reviews the referees' calls, and you get a percentage saying, okay, you get 80% of your calls right, or you get 90% of your calls right, or you get 95% of your calls right. If you stay above a certain number, you get to referee bigger games in the playoffs. If you are not calling those games right, you do not get the bigger games. So even with that being said, there are deterrents in the NBA to stop the referees from being, taking over the game or taking over a series.
Yeah, but they also give them, and I'm pretty sure when they have these meetings, they give them that grace where if they miss a call, they have to give the makeup call, because it happens pretty much in every NBA game that I've ever seen, where there is a foul that's called where that it's BS, but it's a makeup call off of something that they miss. So I think that's also involved too, man, to be honest, because there is some BSery that's going on with makeup calls, man. Everybody knows that exists in the NBA, man. Where if they miss a call, they'll come back and kind of even the score.
Paul Glover said this is the book. It's called Blowing the Whistle: The Culture of Fraud in the NBA. If somebody sends that to me, I'll read the book. I'll read it and I'll find out and I'll look more into it. But by the way, I also want to state for the record, I'm not denying that the referees cannot affect outcomes of NBA games. What I am telling you that it's more the way the NBA has set up the system now, okay? That it's more unlikely. It's highly unlikely. There are deterrents made so that this stuff does not happen anymore or happen as often, that it allows for there are things in place so that this stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, the legal ramifications of that stuff happening nowadays, it'd be huge. Even in boxing, man, it's not like, see, when you're mentioning boxing being rigged, that's just not true. You think that boxing wanted Alexander Usyk to beat Anthony Joshua in the heavyweight division? No, that just took the clout away from a potential matchup between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. The heavyweight division hasn't had an exciting fight in a while. You know what I mean? Well, they had Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but there was more money to go around if Usyk didn't win that fight. But he won. Nobody was, a lot of people were uneducated about Dimitri Bivol. He beat Canelo 2 weeks ago. Nobody knew about that. I mean, most casuals didn't. I knew that guy was a threat, but the casual boxing fans doesn't know, who these prospects are and how good they actually are. That guy was in his prime. Lomachenko, probably one of the best boxers that I've ever seen. He lost his belts to Teofimo Lopez, last year? And he's still trying to get his belts. All those guys are draws in boxing. So they don't rig boxing. What happens in boxing is bad judgment by the judges at the end of a fight. That's what happens in boxing. But
But two things. Number one, boxing.
But actually in the ring, that having a guy just drop that don't happen.
Hold up, Estefan. I'm not here to argue that point with you. I concur that I think that boxing is trying to clean up their image, but you can also admit that that it is likely, that it is very likely that I'm sorry, I got 15 things. I got my wife texting me. I got a million things going on here. You can also admit that the NBA, that nowadays or in the past, that the boxing has not allowed or has been rigged in the past. You can admit that.
Yeah, in the past, but not.
You can say it for all sports.
Way.
You can say it for everything.
Yeah, way in the past. I mean, what you said earlier, and I understand you were just trying to make a point, but a guy just dropping in the fourth round, that doesn't happen. To pay somebody off to lose that.
I would say I've seen some UFC fights that I thought were rigged. Like when Forrest Griffin took that jab to the left to his face and fell down, ran out of the ring. Later on, he had a dislocated jaw from practice or something, and that's why he had to leave. Nah, man.
I don't know. That's questionable. I didn't really.
Or when the power Anderson outage Silva, at the Super Bowl with the Ravens and the 49ers, what was that about?
Yeah, but the whole force, man, I don't know, man.
It just didn't work out where the other team came back and won. That's all.
Anderson Silva's the GOAT. man. You know what I mean? That's the guy. You know, that's the Muhammad.
Yeah.
That's the Ali of that sport. I don't know about that, man.
Well,
I mean, it's the first time.
jab. He has the baddest jab in history in all the world, apparently. Because
Yeah, no, man, I don't know about that, man. You could clearly see that the guy had talent even in boxing when he had his boxing match.
Yeah, but
Right.
but for the sake of the argument and the sake of the discussion, it is a lot easier for me to digest a boxing conspiracy and understanding how easy it is to manipulate that sport compared to NBA, NFL, whatever. I'm not saying that they're not that things have not happened, that referees haven't been paid off. That I'm not saying that none of those things have never happened. I'm just telling you to think that there's a bigger conspiracy, that the NBA is in on it, that they're like, this needs to go 7 games and y'all need to do everything you can to make sure it goes. Like, no way.
Put sensors in the gloves.
Happens. No freaking way.
Put sensors in the gloves. Measure how hard they hit and all that for points.
I just confirmed through my sources that it wasn't the Boston Celtics on the court last night. It was the 96 Bulls. Level 2 news, killing it. Hey, guys, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I am your host, Stephen D. I don't know what's up with y'all today. We usually have a decent panel on front. I don't know what happened last night. I don't know what happened today.
Hey, just say Tua. Just start it, and they'll come.
I disagree with that.
Right, so is it like Beetlejuice?
Mm-hmm.
Beetlejuice. I said it 3
all
times.
You gotta do is do a show with the headline Tua sucks, and bro, Tua and I will flood your show, bro.
But then
the ratings will go up.
But then clickbait. Stephen will be, it'll be clickbait.
No,
and I don't believe that.
So what do y'all, man? See, this is why I don't mean to move on from the subject. I think to a certain extent in all sports, there's a little bit of bullshittery. If it's going around, it's from referees.
Right, hold up, Nacho Finn. Hold up, I got somebody here. We gotta have a discussion. Me and this person. Hello, sir.
Hey, Von.
Hold on.
What's up, bro?
Hold on. Let me fix this. Hold on.
Oh, you got to fix something? You know what? I am sick of the antics that Fonjo is giving me.
Hey, he never has that problem on my show. He comes in, everything.
He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He got no problems with you. None.
He left you hanging, bro.
He did, man. You know what? Me and Vonjo about to throw these hands with this boy. Let's go, Vonjo.
Hey, so since everybody gets excited about players making plays and draws right now, what do y'all think about? I don't know if y'all heard the report on Noah Igbinoghene yesterday about how he made a play on the ball. Covering Waddle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on real quick. So about how he made a play on Waddle, broke up a pass, and had everybody run up to him, patting his helmet. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, Daniel Oyefusi's been keeping a close eye on Noah and saying he's improving a lot.
Really, man, that's good to hear, man.
It is.
I hope he spent the offseason with Tyreek and Waddle just in a field together. They're just trying to keep him up. You know what I mean?
I've just been worried about the future of that position, to be honest, going into the draft.
Okay, all right. Hold on, sir. Hold on 1 second.
Bonjo.
Bonjo,
Yo.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, man, my bad yesterday, man. It was not, I didn't want to come on, but yesterday I was literally, so my company had a second round of mass layoffs. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so they had a second round of mass layoffs, and there was some reorganizations going on, and it was just a total show. Like,
are you safe? Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm straight.
Okay.
But still, what the hell's going on here? But still dealing with, other employees that just got laid off. Yeah, company gives you a severance, but they get that emotional aspect to it. It just gets crazy. And after dealing with that all night, I was gonna hop on, and my wife looked at me like, "You're not serious."
Oh, she gave you that look.
Yeah,
She gave
like
you
you're
that
not
look.
serious. Cause she's
I
like,
called him in between meetings is when I called him.
But you could get on Roach's channel yesterday.
I was on Roach's channel for literally like a minute, and literally,
But
like, I got on his
you
channel
made
and I got.
time. You made time for Roach last night. That is the point of this.
He's
Hey,
jealous,
so
man.
hey, Von Joe, she said,
But hold
she
on,
said,
I got on Roach's
she said,
channel.
she said
No,
it's
this is
50
before I
to
got off work.
50 to 12 in the first quarter. There's nothing to talk about.
No, this is before the game. I got on Roach's channel. I got on Roach's channel, and then I got another email that came in. It was like mandatory meeting. I'm like, right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just came out of the meeting.
Man, I got a question for Roach when I get a chance, Steven.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So Von Joe, the moral of this story is that I am hurt. I am deeply hurt. I feel some type of way, and I need you. You're gonna have to make this one up to me. That's what's going to happen.
That's what
You're gonna need to donate again.
Apologize. As you can even see right now, I'm running errands, driving around, and I was like, let me get on the show and apologize for not
because the words I heard yesterday, Stephen, man, I'm so ready, man. We gonna come through. We gonna be drinking. We gonna party last night. We gonna party tonight. I was ready. You had me hyped.
Listen, I was ready because I saw Horford and Smart was about to play. I was like, oh, it's about to be lit. It's about to be a real game.
Bonjo, you got a nice ride, dude. Look at that thing.
You know,
you got a nice ride, man.
Oh, thanks. It's okay.
I like it.
It's just a little.
It looks like Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO.
Oh wow, really not so good, bro.
Hey, you should do a show, Steven, picking up two in ears and asking them hard questions.
Level 2 Noob said you should have told your wife that you're the man and go make you a sandwich. I didn't say that. Level 2 Noob did.
Nah, man, you need to pick up some two in ears.
Level 2 Noob trying to get us married man in trouble. Don't be doing that, Level 2 Noob. We don't want no problems.
So, Nacho, what was your question?
No, I was gonna say, Vaughn, you need to cut the seatbelts off in the back, throw some two ears back there, and take them drifting and heartbreaking, bro.
They had to lay off those dudes to pay for Von Joe's ride. Paul Glover said.
Yeah, no, Roach. Yeah, Roach. So, did you hear about how was it Congress had that meeting on UFOs?
Dude, where you know what? If you came on the show, you would know that Roach talks about that.
Bro, I've been
every single day this week.
Has he? I've been hella busy, bro. I'm not trying to.
You know what? Y'all.
I have a video about it.
Time out. You know what? I'm gonna put y'all in the back for a minute. Y'all ain't got time for my show. I ain't got time for y'all. That's how I feel about y'all right now. Y'all ain't got time for me. Y'all put me all right, I'm venting. I'm sorry. I'll bring y'all back on. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead. I'm back. I'm sorry.
So back.
Well, I have a video on my channel you can click on.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Or you could break it down now.
No, you cannot.
I see some aliens.
Roach, don't get mad at me, Roach. I saw that look. Roach is like, I can't.
I saw
Steven.
No, for real. I seen
no,
5.
it's not that.
I seen all at once. I seen about 5 aliens, on a basketball court yesterday.
Level
shooting 3-pointer.
No, I just watched a video of a dude punching a piece of glass at a bar, ripping his artery, and the blood just squirted across Twitter.
That was
it's trending on Twitter. Yeah.
No, that's good. I don't need to know all that. Level 2 Noob said, "What do you mean? I'm married. My wife knows her place. I can say that. She's not home." Someone had an attack of the feelings. You're right, Mike. I did. I felt some type of way. I felt.
You know
hurt.
what it is? It's the Batman in the background, bro.
Yeah, because Batman sucks. He's not a real superhero.
Wait, which
anyway.
Batman? You talk about Batman from? Our
you know
show?
what? I don't.
Superman all day long, sir. All day long.
You just said Batman sucks. Was that you talking about?
Talking about all Batman. He's not a real superhero.
Even our Batman.
No, not that Batman. Although that Batman, I'm mad too because he said he was going to come last night for a minute or two. Oh wait, no, he had his own stream. Never mind. I ain't gonna get mad at Batman. But Batman's my boy. I'll admit. But Chris. Oh yeah, Chris in color. I hope y'all are watching this morning. I got both of y'all. Oh, don't worry, Steven. I'm gonna come through. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna watch the game together tonight.
I thought Color had his own show last night. No?
He said he had a late night show and that he would come hang out with me before his show.
Oh.
That didn't happen. See, it's okay. It's all right. No love for me or the channel today. I get it. Come on, donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Let's go. Hey, guys, you know what we're giving away today? You understand what we're giving away today? We are giving away a Sam Madison Patrick Surtain mini helmet. And if you donate at minimum $5, you get entered to win this thing. You know how big that is? You know how awesome that is? Come on. All right, I'm a little weird. Last night, I was like so tired. You know how you get so tired and you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's how I was last night. 100%.
Well, I hate to cut this short, but we had a death in the family last night. My wife just got home, so I'm going to go hang out with her.
Okay. I'm sorry for your loss, bro. I love you.
Hey,
man.
I appreciate it. His name was Mark. If anybody wants to put it in your prayers, appreciate it.
I will definitely do that, man. And I will put you and your wife in my prayers. I love you both, and I will talk to you, man.
All right. See you guys.
See ya. All right, Nacho finish. Just me and you. Look, it's a slow show today, man. It's a slow show today. Yep, and even you're messing up. I just put you in the back because you sounded like a robot. So go out and come back in. Nobody else wants to come hang out with me this morning? We're going to do a quick show today. It's going to be a quick show because I'll be real with y'all. I talked for 9 hours yesterday. I don't know how much more I got in me this morning. I don't know what else y'all want from me today. Y'all can control the show, talk about what y'all want to talk about. Get up here, talk to me. Whatever y'all. The floor is yours. What is up? New job. Always got meetings on meetings on meetings on meetings. What's up, Lance? How are you, buddy?
What's happening, brother?
Lance, you over there driving the truck. The truck, Lance.
Yeah, heading home.
Heading home. Where are you at right now?
Missouri.
Missouri? And where do you live?
In Missouri.
Okay. So home's not too far then.
I'm bobtailing it right now back home.
I ain't mad at you, man. Gas is $1 million a gallon, though.
I don't even want to discuss gas. I'm so hot. That shit is crazy. I for every 3,000 miles that I drive, it's $2,400.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Out my check automatically.
Well, you better be bumping up your rates, man. Telling them, nah, y'all got to do better than that. I'm not coming out for nothing less than this.
I mean, they've gone up, but not,
not anywhere near.
Not where it should be.
Trucker Sean says he's at 3,000.
At 3,000 what?
I don't know. He said I'm 3K. So I don't know if that's that if he's paying that per truck or for his.
Is he independent?
I don't know.
Oh,
Look, we got Nacho Finn in the truck now too. Look at everybody in the truck.
Yeah, because
get up here, Trucker Sean. We can have an all trucker show tonight.
I'm independent.
Trucker Sean, get up here.
So I gotta pay for my own fuel. So
hey, no, super Nacho Finn, put your camera back on, and we can have an all truck show for a minute. We'll have an all truck show. There we go. I like this.
Where you at, Trucker? Are you in the back row, bro?
Who are you talking
to? Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm off of 21.
Yeah, man.
In Missouri.
What state are you in?
Missouri.
You're in Missouri? Oh, hang on real quick, y'all.
Yeah. What'd he say?
He said, hang on real quick. I don't know what he's about to do. I need all the truckers that are driving right now. Get on the show. Let's have a trucker panel. Do something fun today on Spread Kindness Friday. Let's go. And everybody pause. This is a slow show today. What is up with y'all today? Man. I was expecting everybody to
Can you hear me?
just go crazy today. I can hear you now, Lance.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I can hear
I
you
had
now.
a low signal.
All right, there we go. We got another trucker. What's up, trucker Sean?
What up, guys?
What's up, Sean?
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you,
Yeah.
but you're not driving the truck right now. You're driving a minivan at the moment, it looks like.
No, I'm in my car. My truck's in the shop right now. Again.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm an owner-operator myself. I'm about $3,000 a week in fuel. About average $850 a day. I heard y'all talking about that. It's bad.
Yeah, get up
Yeah,
if you're in a truck right
It's good. And if you're in Florida, you're probably paying more than $2,400 for every 3,000 miles.
I run out of New York right now. Our fuel prices are like $6.39 a gallon.
Swear jar. You can't even afford
You
a swear
can't
jar right
not
now.
expect the truckers not to cuss. You can't expect truckers not to cuss. Come on now.
I've gotten 3 fuel surcharges in the last 5 weeks. I can't get my fuel surcharges to go up fast enough with the price increases. It's terrible. It's bad. And they're saying
Andravia said I can get my Honda Accord and pretend I'm trucking.
I'm Kia Forte now, 40 to the gallon.
Yeah.
Trucker.
Yeah, I don't do anything north of Richmond.
Yeah, I run New York, Mass, Jersey.
Yeah, I don't do any of that. They can have it.
That's my territory.
You ever come down to Maryland?
Actually, yes. I have run some government loads down in Maryland, but like 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago.
I'll bring you on up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been to Steven. I've been to Fredericks, Maryland. I'm sure you know where that is, right?
I do. Yep. Sure do.
Well, I used to go to. That's when I.
You broke up.
And then when
you broke up there, Lance. You broke up.
Yeah, he broke up really bad.
Yeah.
I got to get some.
Well,
This is my first time up on here. Hi, everybody. I'm Chucker Sean. I'm the one talking crap all the time in the chat. What do I got to do to upgrade this? What do I get, like headphones or something? Because I've never done this before.
Yeah, man. There was a setup that I don't know who had. I think it's Slim Shady Canes. I think he's a trucker too.
Yeah, because it sounds weird through the phone. I like to hear it through my ears. I see everybody wearing the iPod stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Apple stuff. I got an iPhone, so that's why I don't come up, because I don't know how it sounds and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds choppy, but I'm glad you came up here to say hi at least.
Well, I'll see you in Baltimore. That's for sure. Week 2. You know that.
Yeah, I'm getting all that stuff together. I got to work on more of that stuff today. So
yeah, keep me in the info where the hotels and stuff are going to be, because
I am.
If I'm not going to stay with family, we're going to come stay at a motel. But I'm going to jump off here. I got to go to the store, do some stuff.
Be good, bro.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Keep trucking. Be safe, guys.
Keep trucking and be safe. All right, guys. I mean, apparently this is like I was expecting to have like the highest donation, the highest amount of people. Like, I don't know what happened today. What happened with y'all today? Let me bring on Joey. Joey, what's up, Joey?
Hey, what's good?
Where's the mustache at? Where's the mustache?
Almost. So this is like preseason facial hair. I'll probably shave a few more times and then start fresh. Week 1 preseason against Tampa. But it is what it is. It's a slow off season. Well, right now.
It is the next. I have a feeling like the next 6.
Hey, let me ask you: are you going to any games this year?
Yeah. My goal is to go to 7 of like the first 9 games.
So listen, call me crazy. I live here in Florida, and I'm thinking about my only game this year is flying up to Detroit.
Okay.
And the reason being is one of my best friends is a big Lions fan. And the tickets are super cheap, and the flights to Detroit are like the cheapest, actually, that we've ever found. And I don't know, maybe thinking about making it like and plus, it's like the one game. Well, no, there's a few games out of the schedule, but it's like one of the few games where it's like, we could see like 350 yards passing from Tua. Like it could be like, it could be like
Sorry,
some.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Yeah.
No, what I'll say to you is the big away games for Dolphins fans this year are Baltimore, Chicago, New York. MetLife takeover. There's going to be a big thing in Chicago. There'll be a thing here that I'm putting together in Baltimore. I don't know too many things that are going to happen in Detroit. It
would be such a Dolphin move for us to beat those hard away games, and then somehow, because I think Chicago might be sneaky. I mean, we don't really. I mean, I don't know much about Fields, but I mean, they might be sneaky, especially, and even Detroit. I mean, Detroit is hype. I mean, Detroit is so hype right now with their picks and their new coach. I don't know if Goff is going to be the quarterback or not. I don't even know who their backup is. I mean,
Detroit is still in a rebuild mode. They, look, Dan Campbell there, I think, is going to do a lot of great things, but I don't know how far they can go with Jared Goff. But with that being said, I am interested to see how they play this year. I think they have some things. They got. No, you're fine, dude. That Aiden Hutchinson, going back and playing, I think will be, that's a big deal for them. Hometown, homegrown kid, Michigan kid. But
I think Dan Campbell is going to have like some serious energy against us because he used to be our tight ends coach.
100. Well, he was our interim head coach.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we like Dan Campbell. I liked him. I liked him when he was here. But what I'll say to you is, I don't. I say, okay, this is a good game. We should win this game. I think every game this year, teams are going to be hungry for wins. They don't want to get. I don't see a true game on the schedule where it's like, with the exception of Houston, I'll say Houston. But
right.
even Davis Mills, he puts up numbers. So
what's that? I mean, I don't want to bring it up, but there is something floating around on the internet of the comparisons between Mills and Tua.
The numbers are there, and I get that, but it is what it is. To each his own. Yeah. I would take Tua 10 out of 10 times, but the Tua haters wouldn't.
Yeah, right. I was thinking about going to the Steelers game.
So I plan on being at that game. That I believe the week before is the Vikings game, if I'm correct, and that is out of town fan club weekend. You want to go to a game in Miami? That's the game to go to, out of town fan club weekend.
Right.
There'll be hundreds and hundreds of Dolphins fans. There'll be so many things to do outside of the stadium each night. I would show up on Thursday. There'll be something to do on Friday night, Saturday night, and then the game on Sunday, the tailgate. You got to come to that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm a stay-at-home dad, so my schedule is a bit different. I mean, I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, so it's like, it's hard. It's hard to get a weekend, to get, somebody with the kids because the wife works weekends. But, I may make an exception for the Detroit game and then also the Pittsburgh game. I would probably have to stay the night in Miami because that's like what starts at like 8:30.
Yeah, that Sunday night game, you'd have to stay overnight and leave the next day.
Or drive home after the game, get home at 5 a.m.
Yeah. If you go to 305 Sports Babe, go to Ashley. She's got a cool website with all that stuff about, the different hotels in the area and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. The last game I've been to was when we were 2-9 against the Eagles at home right after Thanksgiving. And where we had that crazy play with the punter throwing it to the kicker.
Yep. That was a crazy game.
And I'll say this. I was at the game, and I'm not even going to – I mean, it was quite embarrassing. 90 to 95% of the fans were Eagles fans. I don't know if it's because we were 2-9.
Well, I mean, that had something to do with it. Don't get it twisted. But most home games that you go to, and it sucks, but you do find the away fans more. Think about it like this. Like, so I live here in Baltimore. A good Baltimore Ravens seat is $400 or $500. Sometimes even $600 or $700, right? And I'm talking about like lower level, good primetime game, whatever, not even a primetime game, division rival, whatever.
Right.
Okay. You can spend easily $300 to $500 on a good lower level ticket. You used to when gas prices weren't $1 million a gallon.
Right.
You could find a ticket from BWI to Baltimore one way for like $79, right? So, you're looking $165, $170 for a round trip ticket. If you knew somebody in Miami, you could stay with somebody there. Or you could find a cheap hotel. And then you could go buy a ticket to a Dolphins game and a Dolphins lower level ticket when the team is bad, when they were 2-9, like you're talking about, Joey. I mean, you could easily spend $50, $75, $85 when the team was 2-9 on a lower level ticket sitting close to the field, and you'd be set. You'd be good to go. And so it cost just as much for you to go round trip, one night of a hotel, and a lower level ticket. Then it and by the way, you get to stay in Miami.
Exactly.
Right? It's an excuse to go to Miami. So I mean, and by the way, that I talk about the price of the ticket here in Baltimore to see the Ravens. That doesn't include food. That doesn't include parking. That doesn't include whatever other expenses. It is just as much. It costs almost the same amount, maybe a little bit more. But would you rather spend 2 or 3 days in Miami, or would you rather go to one game in Baltimore and whatever? So
right. I take that back. I went to the Falcons game, and my wife bought us tickets
in Atlanta.
No, when Atlanta came to us last year.
Okay, all right.
And I think we were still on the losing streak, and we got second row tickets. Dolphin side, 40-yard line, like the best seats I've ever had. And they were about $150 a ticket. And I was like, wow. Because the very next week, I can't remember when we were playing actually like a good team, those same seats were like $400 a ticket. So
wow.
Yeah. But that was awesome. Like being that close, like I could hear I can hear like the players talking. We were like right next to where Ferguson and Jason Sanders were doing like their kicking and practice and stuff. So like we got to like really like kind of like talk to them a few times, which was cool. But you bring up Baltimore. That's funny. I actually drove through Baltimore a month ago or so. So correct me if I'm wrong. We drove past the stadium.
Okay.
And it looked like there was no parking.
No, there's parking. There's parking.
I didn't see like a park. I saw like one little parking lot. I was like, there's no way.
So the Ravens and the Orioles share their parking lot. You got Camden Yards on one side, you got M&T Bank on the other, or whatever it's called now. And then there's parking all around it. Now, they're not like parking lots like at Hard Rock Stadium. There are places, blocks away from the stadium that have parking and stuff like that too. So it's there's lot P, lot Q, but they're maybe 6 blocks away, 5 blocks away from the stadium. So they're there. They're there.
Yeah, parking's crazy. When we went to the game, it was like, I think we paid $120 for the yellow pass. I mean, I know that was a
What are you talking about? What are you talking about at Hard Rock?
I'm talking about Hard Rock for the Falcons game.
So it is so because of F1,
a
lot of the parking went away. A lot of the parking went away. There are people that have season tickets that said they made no money on their season tickets, but made money on the parking passes.
That's crazy.
Me
personally, I think parking should come with a ticket. That's just my opinion.
Well, parking makes its own money. It's its own other level of income. And now, because there's such a limited space of parking at Hard Rock, it's a commodity, right?
So what do you think? So what do you think the parking prices are going to be next season now that everybody's hyped up with all the new additions and with the limited parking due to F1?
I think parking in some cases will be more expensive than the ticket itself to go to the game.
I mean, I think that's crazy. I'll say this though, the food was good when we went. The food was good. The prices for the food weren't bad actually.
Prices were great at Hard Rock compared to other stadiums that I've been to.
I was pleasantly surprised.
But again, what I will say to you is, you got to remember gas. So a ticket on Southwest for me from BWI to Fort Lauderdale was $79.
Oh my God!
On average, one way, right?
Oh, one way. Okay.
So this year, I pulled it up, and normally at this time I can get $79, $89 flights, $87 flights, $85 flights, right? One way. Right now, the cheapest ticket I can find one way is like $175 one way, $162. Now that's on Southwest. Now I could go Spirit, but but I have all this equipment that I bring, and I got to have the bags and stuff.
You'll spend $900 on extra baggage.
I know. So it's worth it to me. I think I know why. By the way, I'm not getting a lot of views today. I guess YouTube's having some issues, and
I usually get notified anytime.
And you didn't get notified today.
I got notified.
You did? Okay, interesting. All right.
Unless it was maybe something from last night, but I swear I've seen you. Yeah, I get notified with everything that's done on this channel.
I'm just trying to come up with a reason why it's not on and popping today, man.
Hey,
Usually Fridays.
Listen, most of your viewers are from Florida, right? I mean, most, not all.
No,
right?
Actually, I would say a lot of them are actually outside of Florida area.
I'm no kidding.
Yep.
Because the weather's kind of wonky today. I don't know if people aren't, and the weather's it's like storming like crazy.
Weather's nice here.
Oh, really?
Nice. Yeah.
When we were up there, I was like, how does anybody, and sometimes I'm like, whenever I'm up north near Baltimore, I'm like, how does anybody live here? Like, that's a question I'm always asking. Anytime I'm up there, I'm like, I don't know, because I'm born and raised in Florida. So I'm just like, I don't know. I guess this might sound harsh. I'm like, why wouldn't anybody want to live like this? But I have to ask myself, like, okay, this is like you and whoever's from up north, like that's like your normal. Like that's how you you don't know anything else, you know?
No, I mean, look, you're right. I mean, people know what they're comfortable with what they know or understand it at least, right? So,
yeah,
it is what it is. Paul Glover said there wasn't any parking passes left when I got my season tickets. Yep.
Oh, is he talking about for this coming season?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, don't they have like the free parking at the Walmart, but it's like questionable if you're like hubcap's going to be there like by the time the game's over.
I don't know if it's that bad anymore, but
I've heard
it was at one point.
Questionable.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. That's why. Look, I don't. Yeah, it's super. I'm really worried about how many games I'm able to go to and stuff this year to do what I want to do because the ticket prices for everything. Like
I saw that you have young kids. Have any of the kids been to a game?
My kids have not been to a game and have not been to any NFL football game and have not been. Look, I live in.
I'm trying to figure out
where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in Daytona.
So you're used to that heat then. That's fine. My kids live in Maryland. They are not used to the Florida heat. So I am nervous about taking a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old to a game because they'll last 1 hour in that heat and they'll be like, I'm done. I'm ready to go. Like they are not ready for that heat yet.
Even in the shaded section at Hard Rock, it's still very hot and humid.
If I take them to a game, their first game will be a December game. Like I'm no doubt about that.
Yes.
And I want to take them to this Baltimore game week 1, but my wife would and like I say that, but I'll be putting the whole thing together, so my wife would be the one doing it, and she's not doing it. So my kids won't be at that either. So
check out this view though.
There you go. How far away do you live from the racetrack?
I'm like Welcome to Rockville concert going on right now, and I'm like 8 minutes from the track.
Oh, bro, well, I'm coming to stay at your house next year for the 500.
Yeah, because the hotels are like insanely expensive whenever they have the 500 or the 400. So tell me, are you guys a sponsor on one of the cars? Is it Bubba Wallace?
No, I wish it was.
I know, because I saw you.
I'm not that cool yet, bro. I'm not that cool.
Well, I thought you were. I saw you tweeting about Bubba Wallace and something about the race. I was like,
two things. I'm a big NASCAR fan. I like NASCAR. I'm excited for the All-Star race this weekend. But I watch NASCAR all the time. But we were on a NASCAR last year. Our logo was on the 52, 51 Josh Palicki car from Rick Rowe Racing at Kansas Motor Speedway with Tail Greeter, our sponsor of the show. Shout out Tail Greeter.
Shout out.
And it was awesome, man. We Tail Greeter and the team, they had a big, huge, nice camper in the infield at Kansas. We stayed there. We did a big pig picking. We roasted a pig.
Nice.
We drank and ate with the pit crew the night before. It was fun. It was great. I enjoyed that whole weekend. I tell people all the time, even if you're not a NASCAR fan, you got to go to a NASCAR race, and you got to stay in the infield in a camper and stuff because it's dope. It's awesome. It's awesome.
My aunt and uncle are super bougie. They don't get the whole experience like you do, like in the infield. They like stay up in the club level, like indoors.
I mean, look, if they have that at Daytona, I'm with it. Like, I'll come and I'll sacrifice. If they have an extra ticket, I'm there. I'm 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I see pictures. They're like watching the 500 and like beautiful, like air conditioned, like buffet style, all you can drink. Like,
I'm with that. That's the way my wife would want to do it.
It's different now because they tore down the backstretch like several years ago. So, and they added seating on the front, like turn 4 and turn 1. I think that so there's just one huge spot where people can sit. And so there's nothing but parking where the backstretch used to be. But no, I mean, they've totally revamped it. Have you been to the, no,
I've only ever been to Dover and Kansas. And I've seen Richmond. I've driven by Richmond a million times.
Yeah, they have the whole week is like Disney over here, like that, because they have like the truck series and then the ARCA. If I don't even know if they call it that anymore.
Yeah, they still have the ARCA series. Yeah,
and then before that they have the Daytona 24-hour race that's in the infield.
I know, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I know friends of mine.
I want to do the entire Daytona week. Like, that is the goal. Like, I want to.
And the people that are hard. Yeah, there's people that are hardcore. They do the whole Daytona week, and then they stay for bike week like a few weeks later.
Yeah,
like that's like the whole experience. But hey, I'm a bounce. Fins up.
Fins up, brother. Love you, man. Be good. What's up, man? Y'all. Nothing. I was a little y'all. Today, I just got a call. Maybe you're exhausted as I am. That's what I'm going to say today. Y'all have to be just as exhausted as I am. But I was hoping we'd have a big day in donations and we come up here and we talk and be ready to go. What happened today, y'all? I was hoping we get some last minute big donations in, help some people out in Buffalo, get some people to win this awesome mini helmet. Did I do something? Did I make y'all mad? Is it me? Did I piss y'all off? Did I do something wrong? Let me know. Yeah, Heat lost. It was rough. Last night was rough. People knew they didn't want to hear no sports talk today. They didn't want to hear no sports talk today. That had to be what it is, Ray Love. You're right. 100%. We lost our money on the Heat, word of mouth said. I don't know what to do at this point because look, I'll be honest, I'm tired, but I want to try to raise some more money for the channel. I'll tell you what, this is what I'll do. I have an autograph, 8x11 Preston Williams. Autograph 8x11 Preston Williams. The highest donation, it's got to be $50 or more. The highest donation I get right now, you will automatically get that and still be entered to win the mini helmet. The highest donation wins it. So if you donate, you still have an opportunity to win. Let's say somebody donates $50 right now, but then somebody donates $55. That $55 will win. The highest donation on the show today will win an autograph Preston Williams 8x11. 8x11 photo. Who wants it? It's Preston Williams. It's pretty cool. Do y'all want to see it? Do y'all want to see it? Got to go dig it out real quick. Let's go. Let's try to raise some money for the channel. Let's try to raise some money for an awesome, let's try to raise some money for Buffalo. Let's go. Bring the ladies back. We don't want to see you. You're right, Fun 954. I get it. I understand it. I'm exhausted today. I apologize. I feel like I'm letting you all down today. Vonjo says, Steven, give me 3 minutes. I'm coming. Panthers game was devastating. You're right, Clifty. It was so rough, man. I was excited at like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I'm like, all right, we're going into overtime. We're going to win in overtime. We're going to take the series 1-1. And all we got to do is steal one in Tampa. Now we got to win 2 in Tampa. And that's going to be tough to do, man. Like I'll even go as far to say it's almost impossible. A miracle needs to happen for the Panthers in order to come back into the series. A freaking miracle. Oh, man. I'm sorry today. I didn't bring my. It sounds like I did. Preston Williams. I want to see who's rushing to get that. I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better, Jose. You know what? You're right. You're right, Jose. Here's what I'll do. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. This is what I'll do. Give me 1 second. I'll do a mini giveaway right now. Okay. Here's what you got to do. Okay. If you donate over $100, not only will you be entered to win the Sam Madison Patrick Surtain autograph, and I'll give you, triple the entries into that, but I will do a mini raffle. Okay. Anybody who donates over $100 right now will be entered to win a Frank Gore autographed jersey. And I'll do it right now. Okay. But you got to donate over $100. So if 3 people donate over $100, I'll do the wheel with 3 people. We'll spin it, and whoever wins gets it. But if you donate the 100 and you didn't win, that money still goes to the channel, and it still goes to a great cause. Okay? It is JSA certified. JSA certified. Okay? Frank Gore autograph jersey. Okay? Donate over $100 right now. Be entered to win. If only one person donates over 100, they get it. Let's see how many people. Let me see how many people donate now. It's Frank Gore autograph. And I'll give the runner-up the Preston Williams autograph jersey, the autograph 8x11. Jose called me out. I one-upped it. That's the best I can do. But I think it's a pretty awesome item. A Frank Gore Miami Dolphins jersey autographed. Anybody who donates over $100 right now, let's go. And you still get entered to win the Sam Madison Patrick Surtain with triple the entries. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. I'm just saying, that's a big deal. I did see Frank Gore's boxing match. He's been training really hard. He's legit. Like, dude wants it. Dude freaking, like, he wants to box. He enjoys it. He enjoys it. He's been training hard, too. All right. Nobody wants this thing, huh? I'm surprised. Let's go. Let's go. Just so you know, anybody who donates over $100, I will enter you in a little mini raffle right now till the end of the show to win this Frank Gore autographed jersey. Miami Dolphins jersey, autographed by Frank Gore. Okay. Awesome jersey. Okay. So if one person donates, they automatically get it. If 3 people donate, I'll do a mini will giveaway. And your donation will still enter you into win the Sam Madison Patrick Surtain giveaway. That's the best I can do at this point. Let's try to raise some money for the channel and get that up. Nobody? Nobody? It's a rough day today. I get it. Gas prices are $1 million. I understand it. I understand it. It's a good item. I can't let it go for less than that. It's gotta go up. Here, I'll do this. Let me see something. You know, Von Joe said he'll be up here in 5 minutes, and then it still hasn't come in yet. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Frank Gore jerseys are going for like $300, $400 online. Just saying. Just saying. Nothing? All right. Thunder in here now. I guess you guys got big storms over there. Cliff D. Autograph Frank Gore. Well, y'all be safe out there. I know that. All right. All right, Von Joe. I waited for you, Von Joe. Oh, what a day, y'all. What a day. Fort Lauderdale. I wish I lived there. It's so expensive, man. He left you at the altar. Sure did, Adam. Sure did. Definitely did. All right. I love y'all. Y'all are the best fans in the world. It sounds like this is going to be the show today. It is what it is today. I do feel like I probably let you all down today. Mind is blank. Nothing really to talk about new with the Dolphins other than the same conversation we've been having for a while now. A lot of stuff, to get into next week. I got a lot of stuff planned next week. Should be good. Top 10 players on the roster, national media, MVP race talk. I'm going to talk all about all that next week. We'll have different topics lined up. So I am excited about next week's shows. We'll still do the giveaway today. It'll be later on this afternoon, I think. I think it'll be later on this afternoon. So, look who finally decided to show.
Come on, Steven. You got to cut me a break. These past couple of days have been hectic.
Yeah.
What's going on, my guy? What's going on? What is going on here? I was like, okay, you know what?
I was ready for today, bro. I was like,
I got a couple errands to run, so I ran the errands, got the parts out of Home Depot, fixed this thing that was going on with my shower. My wife broke off the whole handle thing.
She's so strong. She's so strong.
I think it was just brittle, so I don't know. And the thing broke off, and I had to go get a whole cartridge and get that switched out. And then the pressure valve outside started leaking, and I was like, okay, let me because it was like I noticed like the water bill was like a little off. I was like, what's going on? Apparently the pressure valve outside is leaking, so I got that switched out. And I was thinking, okay, I could do all this while listening into the show, but I'm like, what is going on here? Where is everybody?
I don't know.
Did Boston really do it to them like that?
Yo, they had to, bro.
Yo,
they definitely were. They definitely were, man.
Come on,
I appreciate Big Dougie B, Flipside Fishing, Bond 954, for saying the kind words that they said. I appreciate it, guys.
I didn't know Boston took the heart out of our fan base like that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, man. And then gas prices hitting everybody over the head. So I know why people aren't donating. I get it. It, boy. It's tough out here for people right now.
Them gas prices are rough.
Everyone paying gas over internet now, huh?
Yeah, I'm just, I'm actually one of the thankful ones. I'm like, thank God this guy would start cutting lumber right outside my damn house right now.
Swear jar.
My bad. I got you. But I was like, yo, I was like, thank God I'm one of the ones that, I get a chance to work from home. My wife works from home. The kids, their school is not too far away. So I'm like, okay, gas ain't that much pressure on us, but my sister-in-law is supposed to be coming in from Baltimore, actually, to here. And she's like, let's go to the beach. I'm in Central Florida. The beach is like 2 hours away. I'm like,
we're not going to no beach.
I got a pool.
I got a thing called a pool.
I got a pool, so she's like, no, I want to go to the beach. Bill, I want to go to the beach. I'm like, man,
Big Dougie B says high gas prices are Tua's fault. They were blaming Tua at the end of the game. Rashad said.
There were a lot of turnovers, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
That was a low blow. That was a
low blow.
But yeah, I was hoping that Esther was still on here when he was talking about boxing. I was like, boxing really killed itself, really, in my opinion.
5954 says, boy, I wish that my job location didn't change every day. I'd definitely be on the bus or the light rail, bright line, something.
What do you do?
Tesla owners saying, who's laughing now? Blake McDonald said, when I'm in doubt, blame Tua.
I did actually a project around Tesla and the cost of maintaining a Tesla, the lifespan of a Tesla. I think the lifespan of Tesla is almost 10 years before you have to start replacing the battery.
Yeah.
By the way, replacing that battery is expensive. Save those 10 years that you say you're not paying gas. Make sure that you're saving for to replace the battery. But it was pretty interesting.
$10,000 or something.
Probably a little more than that now. Because now, here's the funny thing is now, with this whole, not even a gas shortage, but the supply chain shortage, with this bridge in supply chain, it just makes everything more expensive. That's all.
I mean, like I was telling Joey that was on the show earlier, I said, a flight to BWI to Fort Lauderdale was, $72, $79, $85 one way on Southwest.
I was going to say Southwest. I was like, well, okay, oh, wow.
But now
I was thinking Spirit.
No, man, you get them in time enough. You can get really good deals on Southwest from BWI to Fort Lauderdale. And right now, those same flights that this time of year I could get for that price the last few years, now they're like $170, $180 a flight. And I'm like, what the heck, man? One way.
Hey, man, just hop on Spirit. Don't be ashamed, Steven.
But I'm not. But I have to take bags, and so the cost ends up being just the same.
It balances out. Yeah, that's where they get you. That's where they get you is with the baggage. And right now, I heard that whatchamacallit, JetBlue is trying to buy out Spirit. Frontier Airline. There's a big battle between Frontier Airline being bought out by Spirit or being bought out by JetBlue. There's a big battle for that. I'm like, okay. I didn't know Frontier was that popular, but hey, they're getting it popping.
5954 says, Union Electrician, Von Joe. My company mostly does service calls, and I'm not in a company vehicle yet. Well, you better tell them. I need a gas card and a company vehicle now, son.
I need something. I need a stipend.
Because the way these pockets are lined up, I can't be doing this for what y'all been paying me for.
Tell them you need a stipend, a reimbursement. Hopefully you get reimbursed on 944. I'm hoping you get reimbursed. Where is it? The rules of Tesla, solar panels, some batteries. Oh, but I know that some countries are actually trying to get the roads where you recharge your car. If you have an electric car, it recharges while you drive on it, like almost like an express lane. It's like an express charging lane.
Hey, Von 954, where did you go, Von Joe? Von 954, do you have a competitor? Does your company have a competitor? Because what you should do, Von 954, is
don't tell them to strike.
No. Is say you have a job offer from another company. This is what they're offering me. Okay, and say that they're offering me a company vehicle, gas card, X number of dollars, but I like it here. What can you guys? I want you guys to match this and see if they come back with what they come back with.
Go for it. So, Steven, let me ask you a question, because I'm not a big boxing person. I stopped watching boxing. I wish Esther was still here. Because I stopped watching boxing like a while back, right? And I feel like the death of boxing came in a number of ways, right? Where it's really self-implicated. But, back in the day, one, you no longer have the great American heavyweight, right? Mm-hmm. That's one thing that literally started killing. But we haven't had a great American heavyweight in a while. Then in the lower class divisions, you have all these people that
you don't even need to go into it further, because I'm going to tell you what the problem with boxing is. There's multiple. Number one, okay, UFC. UFC did exactly what boxing should have done 15, 25 years ago.
But Steven, before you even talk about other outside aspects of it, I'm talking about just internal, where you have the greatest prize fighters weren't fighting each other in their primes. Back in the day, they used to fight in the primes, but they started avoiding each other, trying to get the bag. Like, no, I don't want to fight you yet. Do
you want to know? Because it was more profitable for them from a pay-per-view standpoint. But the issue is that, like, the Manny Pacquiao, Here's the thing about Pacquiao and Floyd, right?
It happened way too late.
It happened way too late for the real boxing fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from terms of money for them, they cleaned up. They cleaned up and did it perfectly because they made more money doing it. They knew what was going on. Hey, if we do this at the end of our career, by that point, pay-per-view prices will be X dollar amount. We'll make X dollar amount. It'll be. Why do you think that Conor McGregor fought Mayweather? Like it was like he made millions.
Yeah, but the thing is that did nothing for boxing itself. Boxing itself, it did nothing for it. So if anything,
look who showed up. Look who showed up.
Who this?
My man, Von Joe.
Cameron 954. What it is, my guy?
What have you been doing today, boy? I almost left earlier today, man.
I mean, Cam was at the Heat game, front row. Rubbing elbows. My
buddies call me the mush for a reason. It's obviously I'm the mush, man. It was ugly all the way around, but it was a good time.
So, at what point did you leave the game, Cam? That's the question. Was it halfway to the third? Halfway to the fourth?
No. 6 minutes. 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Because I know the Miami traffic is at that point. You're just sitting in traffic, upset after a bad game. I feel like
if you stayed till 6 minutes in the fourth, you're a real fan. If you left before that, I question your loyalty.
Yeah, it was 6 minutes left in the fourth. They went from like 19 down, and that's why we stayed, to like 25 down. I'm like, we're out.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's go ahead, boys. Pack up the band.
Von954 says, going to tell my company to do a sponsorship with Miami Sports Music, or I'm walking. # Miami Sports Music for life. I appreciate it, Von954.
Hey, we'll take that.
Joe, you the man.
No, that's Von954. That's not me. That's Von954.
Oh, that's Von. I'm sorry. You're Von Joe.
Yeah. So,
there's too many Vons around here.
No, not enough Vons. How's that?
Not enough Vons. You're
Could
right.
never have enough Vons. But man, I'm telling you, man, I was watching that game and I was just like, "Oh, this is rough. This is not good. The
stream last night. Oh man, to lose the hockey game. So did you see the hockey game and how that ended?
Terrible,
Kenny. It was just so terrible. Like it was heartbreaking. It was.
Was that Charles Barkley? Hold on, was that your Charles Barkley?
Look here, Kenny. Kenny, let me tell you something, Kenny. That was just terrible, Kenny.
Hey, the funniest thing going right now is the Shaq and Charles Barkley snippets, man.
Oh my God, they're great. TNT. Oh my God.
TNT did it right.
Yeah.
TNT is so much better than ESPN when it comes to NBA coverage, and
those two on the road, man.
ESPN right now has Stephen A. Smith. No, they have Stephen A. Smith. You about to say Stephen D? Stephen A. Now I'm not getting paid Stephen A. money. I know that. They got Stephen A. Smith. They got Mark Wilbon, Jalen Rose, and Mike Greenberg. Okay,
and those are good personalities,
and they're great. They are. But where they go wrong is the play. Like I like Mike Breen, right? I don't think he's bad. He's not great, but I don't think he's bad. But I can't stand Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson on those. Like
the commentary,
they're so bad. They're so bad. I love listening to Mike. Is it Fraschilla? Who does it's Fraschilla and Miller, Reggie Miller.
Miller, yeah, I know Miller does TNT.
I know Miller does it, and whoever the guy does it with him, because he sounds like Marv Albert back in the day.
No, it's Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan. I like Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's good.
Kevin Harlan's great, man. Great.
Yeah, so Kevin Harlan and Reggie Miller are great. And then you have Shaq, Chuck, Kenny, and
during
Ernie.
the halftime show.
And the pregame, like TNT kills it, man.
Ernie is awesome. He is awesome. Like what was it when they did that special on Ernie? I was like, yo, Ernie been in the game for a while.
A long time.
Man.
Like Jiminy Crickets, man. Like, yo, he should. If they retire, TNT needs to build him like a statue or something.
No lie.
Like, put a statue outside of TNT's headquarters.
He's been on that show when they started that show back on TNT TBS back in the day.
Yes, he has been on there for a long time. Even if he retired, they need like a little Ernie statue, always sitting on the desk. Put a little Ernie statue just
right next to Hank Aaron statue in Atlanta.
EJ Stat of the Night, presented by nobody. I love it. I love it. I love TNT. Their coverage is amazing.
Oh yeah, it is. But man,
and I watch all that stuff, right? Like, because being a sports person and being doing a morning show, like I enjoy listening to that. So, I grew up listening to Mike and Mike in the morning. Loved Mike and Mike. I grew up on Mike and Mike, and then when they left, the game kind of changed about 7 years ago. I feel like maybe 10, and you started seeing people go to Fox and CBS, and people. It wasn't just ESPN anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have YouTube and you have all these other platforms now.
Hulu has live sports. Yo, that was the greatest commercial ever, by the way. Hulu's marketing when they introduced that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like they showed that they were doing payola when payola was around, and people was making it like a bad thing. Hulu was like, no, the heck with that. We paying these people. Hulu got live sports. Give me more money.
Who's the guy for the Panthers play-by-play guy on TV on Bally Sports?
You lost me there because I don't really watch hockey.
No, all I know is he's bald.
He's pretty good. I also like the Marlins guy. The Marlins guy on Bally Sports is okay.
He's really good.
Yeah,
I like him.
But so here's the question, Steven. I don't know if you answered this already because I've been in and out all day. But since Cam here, also I could ask him the question. Sunday.
Yeah.
Because we saw without Horford, without Smart.
I'm gonna be watching NASCAR all day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why are you watching Bubba Wallace? So that means you gotta depress yourself twice because you gotta sit there. you gotta get depressed because
no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch the basketball game too. But it's All-Star weekend for NASCAR.
Because I know every weekend I literally go onto Twitter just to see if I don't even watch NASCAR. I started watching NASCAR after Jeff Gordon retired.
But you pay attention to it because I tweet about it.
Yes, because you tweet about it. I go on Twitter just to sit there and see. All right, it's Sunday around 5, 6 o'clock.
My meltdown about
Bubba screwed up. I'm in a company-wide fantasy league for NASCAR. Believe it or not.
Who do you have?
How does that work?
We select different drivers every week.
And tell me you get Ross Chastain every week.
I did select him last week.
Ross Chastain, no lie. Okay, first year in a full-time ride, won 2 races, and has been in top 5 9 of the 11 races. Top 5 9 of the 11 races, and won 2 of them. Ross Chastain every week is the guy you pick right now.
No, I did pick him last week, and he came through, right?
I still have a feeling. Amazing. I still have a feeling that Steven still picks Bubba Wallace because he complains about how Bubba Wallace got.
No, I complain about his pit crew sucks. Give me that BS. I don't want to hear nothing about Bubba Wallace isn't a good driver. Bubba Wallace passed 60 people in last Sunday. 60.
He finished 9th overall, right?
He finished 10th overall, and that's after 10th.
But looking at it.
Well, then somebody failed their post-race inspection, and that's why he got 9th. But he finished the race 10th. But what? 10. Huh?
Yeah, top 10. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what happened is his pit crew. If you lose a wheel on pit road, you get sent to the back of the pack. That happened once. If you have a guy who goes over the wall too early, you get sent to the back of the pack. He was in the top 5. He was in the top 10 twice. Got sent to the back of the pack. His pit crew sucks.
Hey,
that sucks. If you lose a wheel, you have one job, and that's just hold on to the wheel.
Whether it's the driver, the
you have one job.
Team, right? Like
hold on to the wheel.
Yeah.
Pit crew. See, you're gonna make me swear. Don't get.
You just can't have tires bouncing all willy-nilly all over the place. Come on.
Pit crew's the worst.
So, all right. So you got Bubba Wallace. So you gotta get depressed about Bubba Wallace. I'm pretty sure something's about to happen with him. Hopefully he wins just for you, Steven. Because
the effed up part is it's the All-Star race this weekend, so it won't even count for the points for the championship.
I used to watch. Do they still do
all in points?
I know, dude is legit. Do
they still do the
who saw William Byron?
What's that race?
I did.
Race
He's
where they
driving
have
number
all
24.
the same car.
How? What's the race?
Where they have all the same car. They have the same car, and
what are you talking about? They all have the same car.
Is it? No. I mean, everybody drives like a Mustang, and they're going around in a circle.
That's Friday nights in the county race.
I was about to say that's
no, it actually has.
No, but they used to have the IROC race, so it
Yes,
was the
there
IROC
it is, the
series.
so the
They still
IROC
have the
series,
IROC?
the ARCA series, yes, that all still exists.
Okay.
Yeah, but the IROC series is all IROCs.
Yep.
Okay, but it used to have an IROC race where NASCAR used to have an IROC race.
So, all right, you want to see some really cool race. All right, so this weekend is All-Star Weekend. Okay, it's in Texas. So everybody's there. The trucks are there. The next hill, which is or the Xfinity, which is the series below Cup racing, right? And then you have Cup.
So what's the difference? Is it the horsepower in the car?
Truck is truck, right?
Yeah, I know truck is truck. Okay.
Xfinity are lower horsepower in the cars. They're not as fast. And it's more evened out. It's not, and the racers aren't as experienced as the people on the Cup teams. Now things have changed this year because the cars are these new. They call it next gen cars, next generation cars. All right, so now it's a lot more even compared to what it was before. Back in the day, Joe Gibbs Racing, who runs Toyota, has more money than whoever, let's say Trackhouse Racing, who is a two-man team and not as expensive. So the more money you have, the better team you can have. Now that still exists in the sport, but now it's to the point where they try to make it even as best as possible with these new next-gen cars.
So do you think at any point we'll get like Tesla's racing, like almost like a whole Lightning McQueen deal?
I 100% believe that Tesla will be involved in NASCAR in the next 10 years. There's no doubt in my mind.
Have you ever seen
that's a hell of a bet there, Steven.
You want to know why? Because here's why. Because I think gas prices are so crazy that it'll be a thing. It'll be a thing that hey, look, we're having gas shortages. What I'm just throwing it out there, right? Why is NASCAR using all this fuel on Sundays? Tesla electric cars will be involved in NASCAR in the next 10 to 15 years.
You're out of your cotton.
Mark my words.
You're out
Mark
of your
it.
cotton.
Get the receipt. Book it.
You are out of your mind. You know why?
Why, Cam? Why?
NASCAR is built on American automotive ingenuity. Period.
I'm just telling you. There will be an electric.
But hold on,
here's how they'll start it. It'll be called it'll be an electric division. It'll be like the ARCA.
Oh, no, you're making up the change in the rules.
No. I'm telling you how it's going to start. It's going to start as its own division, and then eventually it'll get involved in the Cup because they'll see, oh man, these teams can save so much money instead of using fuel. You got to remember they have to add fuel into their cost.
Steven, I'll tell you why, and I'm an owner of a Tesla. I'll tell you why this will never happen. You've been to a race, haven't you, Steven?
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn, have you been to a race?
Never.
Or have you been to an auto race?
Never.
Oh, well, bro, you got to go to one.
You got to go.
The only auto races I've been to have been illegal.
The reason you go is to feel and hear the engine and the speed, right? So if you're going to go to a Tesla race going around the track, you might as well set up the slot races in your living room because that's what it's going to be like.
It'll be the quietest race ever.
Quietest race, and no one goes to a race to be like you. You might as well sit in the library, and I'm dead serious. There'll be no attraction for a Tesla race, and I love Tesla.
Mark my words, next 15 years, we need to stay friends at least 15 more years.
I was about to say, Steve.
We need to stay friends at least 15 more years.
The three of us are still doing this bullshit on YouTube 15 years from now, we got problems.
Something seriously went wrong.
Damn, it's gonna be 15 years from now. We're relaxing, everybody's chilling. You just see Steven.
Hey guys, donate to the channel.
Hey, Von Joe, I'll be like, here's the receipt, Steve, from 15 years ago.
Steven, 15 years just got inboxes. I told you guys. Look at that. I told you.
Y'all didn't believe me.
But you know, Mustang has their EVs coming out. Also, Chevy has their EVs. I mean, the electronic vehicles are going into the American market.
So there will be it'll start out as a division, and it'll work its way up into the Cup Series 15 years from now.
I'll say this, Steven. If the money is there, it'll happen. You got to follow the money. The money has to be there.
I'm Stephen D. and I'm telling you what's going down. You can choose to believe it or not. Okay,
The
that's
money
on
definitely
you.
has to be there.
That's on you.
Tesla NASCAR announcer. That's who you're gonna do.
And I could be. It'll be like golf. Route here.
I'm like,
Turn four. Dale Earnhardt the fourth.
Check back in 500 miles when there's no pit stops or no breaks.
That's definitely 500 miles, no pit stop. And
In the
all they do is
meantime,
change your
go to our
tires.
sister station at Lifetime Network and watch a movie.
Because that's only going to be the pit stops are only going to be tire changes, and all you're hearing is wing, wing, wing.
Exactly.
Because it's so funny. You see the guys in the pits during the race, and they'll be like, "All right, let's send it down to Matt Yoakum." He's a guy who's in the pits. He's like, "All right, look here, Michael. What happened today is the 24 Wheaties car couldn't get the lug nuts off and had to stay there on pit road for an extra 2 minutes." What'll happen is in the electric division will be, "All right, what happened was they had to charge the car and it took 5 minutes."
You're gonna see some guy like this. You're gonna see some guy like this. The chief is gonna be like this. Just
No, he's gonna be like this. Okay, he's coming into the pit row. He's coming into the pit row.
All right.
We adjusted him. He's
Get
out.
the apps. Get the app up. All right.
Let's charge it. Let's charge it.
There's gonna be one person charging, doing pit row with an app. Like, okay, here we go.
Could you imagine that? Like big superchargers, like with lightning bolts hanging out. Off he goes.
You know what though? Just to stay, I need y'all need to respect NASCAR. I love it. I love where the sport is headed. I know we make fun of it. I know people make fun of it. It's a Southern sport, but it is a sport that is growing, and I'm here for it. I love NASCAR. Love it.
I don't know because IndyCar and Formula One is trying to muscle in.
Yeah, so Formula One sees a growing fan base here in the United States. That's why they did the thing in Miami, right?
Yeah, they're trying to muscle in on NASCAR territory.
Well, I think here's the thing, right? In football, the reason that another
drivers.
Hold on. In football, there's only one entity, right? Like there's nobody that can compete with the NFL. This USFL and XFL crap, they're never going to compete with the NFL. But the thing when it comes to auto sports is people that watch F1 and NASCAR, it's okay to like both. They don't have to compete with each other. Because most auto people are going to be like, I'll watch whatever. And there's a lot of intersecting of the two worlds because Mario Andretti for a couple of years drove NASCAR.
Yeah, he did.
Juan Pablo Montoya drove NASCAR for a few years. And they were good drivers, right? Danica Patrick, she came from open car wheel racing.
I think she came from Indy, wasn't it?
Yep, she came from IndyCar racing. So it's that's what it is. So
who do you think are better drivers though? Formula One, Indy, or NASCAR?
I think they're different. I don't think you can compare the two.
No, Steven, you can't see.
Look, guys, so here, let me give you this. Jimmy Johnson is one of the best NASCAR drivers of all time. He's got 7 championships in NASCAR. He's racing IndyCar this year and is consistently in the back of the pack every race. He can't seem to find a way to get.
Wow. Yeah, but there's guys in the past like Al Unser and Al Unser Jr. who did both, and sometimes on the same weekend.
Yep.
Gordon.
Same day.
Gordon did.
But I know
too.
Indy is. Yeah. But I know Indy isn't IndyCar similar to NASCAR, where it's still going around.
It's going around.
IndyCar is in and out. Also,
it's an open wheel. It's a different chassis format than F1. It's a different engine base. You have limitations in.
It's a more even playing field compared to F1, where it's about the package set up with the manufacturer.
But going back to to your original statement, Stephen, I feel like there's room for both, and they don't compete with each other because they're targeting totally different financial demographics.
Yeah, right? F1 got money in it. I ain't gonna hold you. The F1s, I feel like F1 are the snobs.
It's international, right? It's international money. Listen, NASCAR, and I'm not knocking anybody, is look at their main sponsors. Budweiser. It's all the American-made beer companies. You look at F1, their sponsors are champagne, French champagnes.
Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
A lot more international flavor and money that's funneled into F1. And there's room for both, believe me. I think NASCAR and IndyCar compete more for the same dollar.
And you see the demographics in the drivers as well, how they carry the interviews, how they carry themselves, how they talk, and it's just a different feel to everything, right? So, and that's not knocking anyone, but it's just a little different. I get it. So, Boston versus Miami, Game 3. How you guys feel? How you feeling?
So, Von, there's no way. There's no way that Boston will be able to shoot from 3-point. They made over 50% of the 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm.
That is something they haven't done all season, back-to-back games.
But Cam, do they need to do that at home though?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They need. I think. Listen, I look at it from it's a 7-game series. Period. Right? Boston got one in Miami. Miami has to take one in Boston, and for me, it's got to be Game 3. And if they split in Boston, then it's a 3-game series with Miami holding home court.
Correct.
And then it's a whole different series. But I think Game 3 is the most pivotal game of this series. And I cannot see a Spo-led team being as passive as they were last night because it had nothing to do with Boston's defense outside of Smart. In my opinion, watching it live, like Tucker and he was passing up easy shots like 6, 7, 8 footers because he missed his first 2 shots. He became passive. They were passing too many times. Hero was passing in the lane. He passed twice to Butler, and Butler was double teamed. Like, take the damn shot. Be aggressive, right? Take it to the hole. Only in the fourth quarter when Hero and Vincent and, believe it or not, Duncan Robinson started being aggressive and taking it to the hole, did they have success? There was one pick and roll play where Bam rolled off and went down the center of the lane, and Hero, threw a alley-oop to him. That's the only play. That was been their bread and butter all season. They got away from it. They fell in love with easy step back, or not easy, but contested step back threes, and they were clanking all day long. Like, they cannot win the series by being complacent outside the 3-point line.
But here's the thing: when you have, let me turn my phone. I feel like I'm the smallest person on the screen for some weird reason. There we go.
You are.
So when it comes to role players, right, or those not all-star, I think that's the difference between your all-stars and that top tier talent versus your role players is that sometimes role players do not travel well. Their game does not travel. So that's why I'm saying, do Boston need to shoot 50% from threes to beat Miami? Could they shoot 40, 30% and have their defense do the rest of the job because Miami is in Boston?
I don't agree, Von, and for this reason, like if you put their 3-point percentage, what they did in the first game, which was I think 31%, they lose the game. Like it's an even game. That was the difference maker, and Smart had some good defensive plays. He was definitely missed from game 1 for Boston. And I think Lowry is missed just as equally. Vincent just, he over dribbles the ball and he's complacent outside the 3. He doesn't activate the offense like Lowry does.
Do you think Lowry coming back, when is he scheduled to come back? When is
they haven't announced. They don't know, man. Like,
do you think they could do it without? So the question is, do you think they could get it done without Lowry? That's a better question.
Well, they did in game 1, and they didn't, in the past series against who was it? New Jersey, right? Or whoever they played.
Mm-hmm. They played Philly. It was Philly, but
Philly. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They missed Embiid for the first 2 games, and then had to try to play catch up, but.
Yeah. But Vincent had a good series, is my point.
Yeah.
And, but Boston's much different because of Marcus Smart, right? He's going to eat Vincent's lunch all day long. And
he's taking his lunch, his dinner.
Yeah,
he took a couple snacks from him also.
But he's not going to be able to do the same thing with a healthy Lowry. Vincent's good, I think.
So that's the question. I mean, even if Lowry comes back, will he be healthy enough? I mean,
Well, I look at Marcus Smart and say, yeah, because I didn't think Marcus Smart was going to play last night, and he went out and he played. I think he had 38 minutes or something, and he didn't look, injured at all.
What was his injury? What was his so-called injury for game one? Was it the COVID thing or
nursing an ankle and a quad?
Jeez, that guy's a dog. But Marcus Smart is a dog. Like, wow,
he's a dog, man. And
he is,
and he's easy to root for.
He used
to
be all defense. Yeah, he used to be all defense, but you see his outside game really improve where he's shooting threes. I'm like, wait, whoa. This year, I was like, whoa. When in God's name did Marcus Smart become a 3-point shooter?
Yeah, right.
Where did this happen? Where did this come from?
And Vincent was playing off him last night, and I never understood it. Like, he just sat back there and he took at will. But listen, again, Boston was hitting some crazy 3-pointers. They were not missing. When Pritchard's lighting it up for you, or whatever that guy's name from Oregon is.
Yeah.
Man,
so you don't think so you don't think Boston could do that at home?
I'm not saying they can't. I said they probably will, but I'm saying that Miami won't play as passively as they did last night in Game 3.
Well, for Miami's sakes, they can't, because if they do, they are going home in 6.
Listen, Bam is the number one, aggressor, person to put blame on. I mean, the guy had 6 points through the first half. Like, you cannot have it.
Was Horford really that effective on him? Like, was he really that impacted by Horford?
I don't think so, because when I was watching the game, like
because I know Williams was gave him some issues in Game 1.
Yeah, so both Williams was guarding Bam more so than Howard.
Horford?
Horford, rather. Horford and Tucker were on each other most of the night.
Let me tell you what were the fans like at the beginning of the game? Because obviously they got up 12 early, but after that it was like a blowout. I get why the fans might not have been totally into it, but I was like, man, the fans need to help and get this team round up, and just seemed like the fans were never into it last night either.
Oh no, the fans were good through, probably halfway through the second quarter. The fans aren't the issue, and it doesn't matter. The impact the fans have on the team at this point in the series, unless it's down to the final basket in the fourth quarter.
So the stadium was still rocking?
Huh?
The stadium was rocking?
Yeah, at least through the second quarter it was. The first half of the second quarter. Listen, Bam had 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. And it wasn't because of Williams or Horford. He wasn't looking for a shot. He wasn't like Vincent didn't get him involved in the play. They settled for 3-point. He wasn't crashing the boards. It was just a futile effort from Bam Adebayo. And you can't have that. He needs to step up at this time, not fall back.
You're on mute, Vonjo.
My bad. Are you traveling to Boston, Cam?
Huh?
Are you going to travel to Boston for Game 3?
No, I can't.
Hey, man, I know you got it.
My daughter's got
to double check. Well, this pool's in Boston. They could swim up there.
She's got to swim meet. She's got to
move the meat, man. You got it, Cam. Just tell me, hey.
If you see Cameron's Instagram every morning, there's a photo of like all the regiment that his daughter does. It's crazy.
That's not his daughter. That's my regiment. That's what.
That's your regiment. You swim in the mornings?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's great cardio. It is serious cardio. Swimming is a full body workout. Legit.
It's the best cardio in my mind because it's less impactful. Like I'm 54. Like I can't be running or like having that kind of impact on my joints and limbs.
Well, the pool opens up here in a week, so I'm excited.
You got to move out of Alaska and down to Florida.
Got so many comments for that. It's there's this thing called gas prices. It's $1 million a gallon, which is made and the housing market is like gone up tremendously. It's been I don't know, super expensive.
I was gonna say, don't come here because renting and housing markets down here is supposed to cool down, but I haven't seen it yet.
Housing market's insane down here, man. Like
I just
living in BFE North
I just said,
Carolina
thank
or
God,
South
me and my wife. I was gonna say, thank God, me and my wife bought in Orlando this time that we did, because things just got real stupid after that.
How long have you owned your house?
About a year and a half.
And if you had
we bought right before.
Yeah, everything would have skyrocketed.
Yeah, we bought right before everything got.
And where did you
nuts.
live before that?
We were renting in Orlando.
Okay, all right.
So again, we got out right before everything went nuts because the guy, and this is the guy that we're renting from. We're renting a townhome, and we're paying like $1,250. And he said, "Yeah, you know what? You guys been renting for me from a couple years, but you know, I've been increasing it little by little, and now I have to really increase it, you know, just to catch up to the market." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna raise it to about $1,650 next." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "All right, dude."
You were like, "All right, time to go."
Time to go. I was like, "All right, so it's time for us to look into buying."
Dude, we bought our home in 2009, and this year, just starting January, my homeowner's insurance went up $460 a month.
Jeez.
Like,
whoa, your homeowner's insurance?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of where I live, flood zone, and it's crazy, man.
That flood zone thing is BS because I sat there. Where was it? It was a place that looked. It was mapped as a flood zone, but it really wasn't. Because it's like one of those spots that never had a flood in a while, but it was just like on the cusp, and they said they never have a flood.
Dude, it's the biggest racket there's going, man. It's homeowners insurance.
I think car insurance is the biggest racketeering, but hey.
let me ask you, Vonjo. Do you think Orlando, like how far away? Here's my question because I had two things in my mind. Let me ask this first: from where your house is in Orlando to the stadium in Miami Gardens, how far away is it?
I'm probably because I'm in Kissimmee, so I'm not actually in Orlando. I'm just outside,
Kissimmee.
Like Kissimmee, St. Cloud area, just outside of Orlando. I'm about to the stadium. Call it 2.5 hours.
2.5, 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah, depending on how I feel like driving.
Yeah, right. Listen, if you drive on the turnpike, it's like NASCAR straightaways.
Exactly. So
95 hammered.
Because my wife is like, you know, if we live somewhere else besides, you know, in the Miami, you know, it would be cheaper.
I think the only place that has a nice housing market, but the thing is, the job market is not there for it. Is like the Port St. Lucie area. Yeah. The housing market is still
blowing up right now.
It's slowly blowing up, but it hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, that's a good housing market.
Yeah, my aunt lives in Port St. Lucie, and she's like she works at one of those nursing homes, like taking care of the people.
Yeah, but how far away is that from the stadium?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Port St. Lucie is about an hour from me.
Yeah.
So, and it's just but it's literally like desert there. It's like there's nothing there. There's nothing.
Capital Life said, "Don't come to Miami, bro. It's the wild, wild west."
Dude, cat knows, man. That's why I love it.
Yeah, man. There's absolutely nothing in Port St. Lucie, so I wouldn't suggest it.
Well, it's funny though, dude, because every time I go down there, it's like, this is where I'm supposed to live. This is where I'm supposed to be. Like I feel it, and it's just not. It's just crazy right now.
So I still got good friends because I'm from I was raised in Fort Lauderdale, so I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. So I have friends that every time I go to Fort Lauderdale, I just camp at their place. Right? I don't even get a hotel. I just park up. No, the Fort Lauderdale Plantation area. Oh, so I'm usually in the Plantation area.
That's right. I live in Plantation.
So I just camp out there at their place. And every time I'm there, I'm like, man, I want to move back home. And we pull up the maps, we pull up our laptops, we start looking, clicking and clacking.
And you start looking at houses. So it's funny, like 5 or 6 years ago, Solo was like, all right, dude, go look at Plantation, Oakland Park area. It's not the greatest neighborhoods, but the housing, you can find a good house there, right? And I was like, okay. So I started looking at Plantation, Oakland Park 5 or 6 years ago. I wish that I had hopped on some of those houses then.
Yeah, back then, because listen, my dude, he's about to sell his townhome. he's about to sell his townhome. He bought it at when it was like about 70,000, and this was like about 8 years ago. He renovated it. Yeah, for 70,000 about 8-9 years ago. Renovated it, and now
what is
he's
it
about
now?
to sell
5
it
or
for,
6?
I think it's about almost 4. Like he's about to clean up. He's gonna clean up.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he bought it like it was a short sale that he bought it, and he just renovated it, sat there, and he's gonna clean up. I was just like, jeez. But it's because even now, like for example, I was planning on moving to Texas, and I was looking at towns in Texas, and I was gonna rent my townhome that I have now. I wasn't gonna get rid of it. I was just gonna rent it out or Airbnb it because it's very close to the Disney area, and we have the convention center down the St. Cloud Convention Center, Kissimmee Convention Center, where everybody likes to. They have their rodeos, and people are always looking for places to stay around here. So I was gonna rent it out or Airbnb it and go buy another property in Texas. And I looked at the market in Texas. I'm like, yo, it's just as bad. It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I was just like, nah.
I used to live in Davenport,
So-
man.
I don't know where Davenport is.
Yeah.
Davenport is north of me.
Like, yeah, it's west of you in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about Ocala. Sorry.
If you take 441 west, you're in Davenport from Kissimmee.
So I can work.
I love level 2 Level 2
Yo,
you're
I'm
the
telling
man,
you.
bro.
He has been on it, man.
Dude, his tweets are the freaking best.
He has been on it. But nah, it's right now. I would say, Steven, right now, is not the time to try to move.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. We just signed our lease yesterday. We're staying here for at least one more year.
But the crazy thing is,
huh?
The cat's out of the bag.
I mean, look, I had to make a decision, and they only increased our rent by like $60 this year, which is not a lot. And I'm like, all right, this is the best we're gonna have right now, and I'm ready to live in a bigger place and live down south, but just not in the cards at the moment.
I think he did this. I think he did this on the show like 2 days ago. Cam, actually.
I know. I was like, I had to leave for like 20 minutes to go sign my.
He's like, "Yo, Batman, run the show. I'll be back.
Show, Batman. I'll be back." Had to go sign it. Killer 40 says, "How's the property tax down there in Florida?"
My area is not that bad, actually.
Mine's horrible.
Really, Plantation? Oh, but mine's not that bad.
If I told you what I paid, you'd throw up, man.
Don't tell me then. I just had breakfast a while ago. Don't tell me. Steven, my rent went up $200.
Pike Island on 595.
He lives
Pike Island.
I know where that's at.
Yeah, it's right in my hood.
But that's
in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
right
but that's
here.
a nice area, though. That's a nice area.
It's a great area. I love it here.
There.
Listen, for how expensive it is, and it's but your homeowners, your property value is appreciating, right? Like if you're an owner, your property value is appreciating. So I'm fine with it.
No, I kid you not. I paid, let's call it about $220, and my house already valued at $301 in a year. So it went up like $80,000 in a year.
Mine's gone up 17% since November.
So
that's crazy.
Like literally, if I decide to sell right now, I literally just made $80,000.
Yeah, but where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go?
Exactly. It's like that's the other part. Like it only makes sense is like if me and my wife was retiring, the kids are fully grown, and we're gonna go into a little condo or I'm gonna buy an RV and just start traveling the world and pull up on Steven and be like, "Hey man, let's do the show from the RV." But nah,
don't tempt me with a good time, Bonjo.
Listen, actually, that is my plan. I actually want to get an RV when I retire. I want to get an RV and travel the U.S.
What were you saying? What were you about to say, Cam?
I live like 15 minutes from the airport. I live 30 minutes from Miami. I live 30 minutes from Boca and 45 from Palm Beach. Like it's, and I can get to Naples in an hour and a half. Like it's so convenient to where I live, and for all those things is why I like it. And I live in a nice neighborhood. There's rarely any crime around here, and it's quiet. Like all those things.
It's because Cameron's doing all the crimes. That's why.
Plantation is real nice.
They know not to mess with Cam. That's why.
No, Plantation is nice.
Cam's the godfather of.
Although I do have problems with Plantation PD. I have problems with Plantation PD. They some assholes, but I've had beef with them. But besides that,
I won't say anything about that.
Yeah, but besides that, the people in Plantation are cool.
It's just a nice place to live, right? Like,
yeah,
it's convenient. It's centrally located.
and this, like last time I was there, I feel like they were building everywhere. That's one thing I could say about South Florida. They're always renovating and building. So you're paying for something, but you're getting what you pay for.
Because my wife is in commercial real estate, right? Like her company just announced 2 new projects, like residential towers, one in Fort Lauderdale, one in Miami. Just to see the skyline of Fort Lauderdale and Miami, there's something new. Like it's new every time you go down there. It's crazy.
That's why I give it to them, man. I'll say, hey, man, you're paying for something, but you're paying for you're getting what you pay for.
Yeah.
So I that's why I love it. I'm actually gonna be. I know my man's about to have a baby, so I'm gonna be down there for his baby shower, probably in a month or so. Actually, no, probably 2 months. So we got to link up, Cam. In 2 months, we got to link
100%.
up.
100%. Let's do it. And if you come if you coming down to a game this year,
I'll definitely be out there for a game. I won't be there for the Patriots game. That's not possible.
Get him on live on the show, Steve.
No, I don't like Bonjo. Bonjo says he's going to come on people's live streams and then doesn't show up.
That's a lie, Steven, because I'm going to be in Maryland at the end of June, so
we'll see.
Hey, speaking of live streams, did I get you in trouble last night?
Also,
nah, no tags. Something's going on with YouTube though. Like today, like so. I was like, all right, yes. What did I say yesterday, Vonjo? After the big day we had, I said, okay, we're gonna have a big day today in donations. We're gonna have a big day. We've averaged like 30 or 40 people the entire day. I think we only had 3 donations. That's it, right? But I say all that because I think there's something going on with YouTube. Because I saw a tweet this morning from Reason saying that YouTube was up, like, and TD, I even think alluded to it, that I guess something happened with YouTube and there's some, like, people aren't getting notifications or people's videos are turning to private instead of public. I don't know what's going on. I've been looking at my stuff all morning. It says it's public. But I do think today's a little different because I expected today to be a big day. But Von Joe and I have kind of decided that maybe it's the fans were just sad from Boston, that massacre.
Yeah, Boston. I think Boston probably did something.
And they didn't want to come on the channel today. That's what it is.
What is lighting? Yeah. Luis Amador, what is lighting? He said, let's go lighting.
The lightning.
I'm like, my lighting's fine.
Oh, let's go lightning. Oh, I'm like, is he talking about Daniel highlights? Like, is that still going on? Because at first I was like, is that Daniel highlight?
He's a Tampa Bay fan. He's a Tampa Bay fan. We're not
engaging with him.
We're not engaging with him right now. Luis needs to donate big to the chat. Matter of fact, here's what it is. So we're going to wrap up here in a little bit. I want to remind you all. Okay. Matter of fact, for one last time for the folk, I'll let Bonjo do it. Go ahead, Bonjo.
All right, guys, here we go. We have Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison. I say one of the greatest duels in our secondary history ever.
Yep.
And actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say arguably, because you don't argue facts. They signed this wonderful. Actually, this helmet is fire. You got that burnt orange with that. It almost looked like what is that?
We love you too.
It almost looked like the Miami Vice type colors that they wanted to do for us, right?
Well, it's aqua, and it's got that orange Sharpie, man. That thing is that autograph is fire up there.
It is lit. So we are doing just $5, and you are in the game to win this just by donating $5. You get a spot. Entry. You get a spot, and you in the game. All right.
Okay.
And so, hey, and at the same time, these entries and the donations this week is going for a good cause to what happened in Buffalo. One, we cannot let the Buffalo Mafia show us up. We cannot let Bills Mafia show us up because they did the thing when the towers came, Surfside, when Bills Mafia showed up for Miami. So we cannot let them show us up. And so let's show back the love to Bill Mafia and say, hey, we are good people here too, and we donate as well, right? And because at the end of the day, let's just remove the sports aspect to it and just look at the human component. So
part of all donations are going to a cause to help out, that tragic situation to help
the
to the families, not even to the situation, to families.
Yeah, the families in the neighborhood outside of Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills have a really good thing, and I think we're going to donate the money to that.
All right, exactly. So you have Cash App and PayPal. If they donate, if you donate via Cash App
or PayPal,
doubles,
we double
right?
the entries. Yep.
All right, and if they donate 50,
they triple the entries.
Well, there you go, guys. I mean, hey,
and the last two people to win have donated the most.
There it is. Yeah,
and I will tell you, if anybody in the rest of this video donates over $100, I will enter them to win a Frank Gore autographed jersey that I have.
That's going to be exclusive because he only played, 2 years for us?
He played 1 year for us.
1 year?
Okay, so Miami Dolphins autograph. These are going for like $200, $300 bucks.
I was going to say, they can't be that many of those circulating around. You probably got a handful of them.
So if you donate $100 right now, I will. If you're the only one, you'll obviously win it. But if there's 2 or 3 of y'all, I'll do a mini 2 or 3 giveaway, and I will. One of you will enter to win this autographed Frank Gore jersey.
There you go, guys.
And you'll still be entered to win the Sam Madison Patrick Surtain autographed mini helmet. What?
So really, if you donate 100, you increase your chance.
You get 60 entries. You get 60 entries into the Sam Madison Patrick Surtain, and you get an entry. And maybe if you're the only one, hopefully there's more. You enter to win this bad boy. You know the Frank Gore. So you might have a chance to get a Frank Gore.
Exactly. You automatically get. If you're the only one, you automatically get a Frank Gore jersey. And
that's going for like $200 or $300
if you want to resell it. Just saying. I was gonna say, if you resell it, you already made your money back. So
I'm just saying,
more.
It's a deal. It's a deal upon a deal.
Can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at that at all. When are you doing the drawing?
After I get off here, I got to put it all together. So I'll do it here in about an hour. What's up? What's up, Cameron?
No, switching subjects, man. You know the PGA Championship's going on this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Tiger yesterday finished at 5 over.
Did he make the cut?
He was tied for
the cut happens after today.
He's not going to, unless he's having a great day today that I don't know about.
What time is he off here?
5 over?
Jeez. Yeah, which isn't
tied for 100.
Terrible because it's a really tough golf
course.
That
is horrible.
Well, look, it's his second match
for Tiger standards. For Tiger standards.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about the same Tiger, and he was 4 over.
I know that's why I don't like it. Cam.
It's probably going to be 2 over, right? The top 70, 75 players are going to make Saturday and Sunday, so he's well within the reach to make the cut. The reason I'm bringing it up is that John Daly shot 2 over yesterday, and he plays at like 1:00 today, 1:25. Right, and if you're familiar with John Daly,
they said he was smoking cigarettes yesterday, eating candy bars, and drinking beer all while playing the golf course.
So, Steven, if you could do me a favor and go look up John Daly's Twitter and post what he posted this morning. He goes,
man.
After I make the cut, all of my proceeds will go to everyone's bar tab at the local Tulsa Hooters because they're playing in Tulsa. The guy does not give 2 shits. It's awesome.
I'm telling you, man. It's just I just get a little when you see greatness on the decline, and you're like, just retire at the top.
But he plays it because he loves it and he knows he's really good. He can show up like fat drunk and out hit anybody. Tiger Woods said like the only person on the tour that he is in awe of their ability is John Daly. It's pretty amazing.
It doesn't say that. It just shows that he's promoting it. It doesn't say that. It says happy to stop by my Hooters family and grab me some wings. It doesn't say that he's gonna pick up the tab.
Yeah, I'll send it to you because it's really funny, man. Here it is. Anyway. That's what's going on. The PGA Championship is in Tulsa. It's pretty cool.
Where'd you send it?
Yeah, I'm sending it now. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you said you already sent it. God, Cameron.
You, my friend.
I know. Not me at all.
There you go.
Oh, I got a message from Cameron on Facebook. Let me go look at it. Once I make this cut this weekend, all my earnings are going towards everybody's bar tab at Tulsa Hooters Saturday night. I ain't mad at that. I like that.
Dude, he's the people's champ right there.
He's a good old boy.
Now people could sit there and run up tabs at Hooters just and hoping.
Where y'all going Saturday
praying.
night? We're going to Hooters.
Dude, he's all about it. He's sponsored by Hooters. His son actually is going to be on the PGA Tour soon.
His son is really good. His son's got a lot of skill, man.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
how good they are. But going back to Tiger, he might be done according to Level 2 New, but it's just cool to see him out there understanding what he went through in that car crash, almost losing his leg, and then 18 months later, having played Augusta and playing in the PGA Championship. It's pretty cool stuff.
Hey, Chef Zhu just donated $100.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Boom.
Chef Zhu is the
Chef
man.
Zhu is the man. He is.
So you know what? Chef Zhu at the moment is the only one that's going to get a chance unless somebody else donates over $100 to
Chef Zhu
win the Frank Gore jersey. Who else wants it? We're going to try to get as many people as possible.
Hold on. Did Chef Zhu donate 75 earlier or something like that?
Donated 75 earlier this week too.
Chef Zhu, I know it's payday, man. Keep that money yourself.
I mean, if Chef Zhu don't win, listen, Chef Zhu has a lot of skin in the game for this helmet, man.
A lot of skin in the game. He might win both. If somebody else don't get in on this Frank Gore autographed jersey, $100 gets you in this.
Level 2 Noob got a lot of skin in the game also. He donated 100 earlier this week as well.
I know. I feel like I don't know if Chef Zhu would be mad, but because I said today, I won't say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now. My little $5 I've been donating here and there probably don't have a chance.
He said, "Let's go, let's go."
My little punk $5 I've been doing.
No, but it all adds up. I try to tell y'all, it adds up.
It does. It does. At least the way I see it, hey, my $5, there's a hope and a prayer, okay?
A hope and a prayer.
I'm in there. You got to play to win.
Got to play to win the game. Play to win the game. All right, let me see. Is anybody else going to donate $100 to get in on this bad boy for the Frank Gore autographed jersey? Let's go. Let's go. Homa, Morikawa, Scheffler, young talent on the rise. You want hold on. You want to follow fun young players, Daheem, Kisner, Perez, and Hicks.
Yeah, no, I agree with him, man. There's a lot of young talent. Will Zalatoris, man, he's so fun to watch.
Scheffler has won like 5 of the last 8.
Yeah, he's number one player. Right? He's the number one player in the world going right now.
Yeah. Kisner's good too. I like Kisner.
Morikawa, won the PGA in his 3rd tournament ever. So, he's fun to watch. Tom Hoagie is another one that's just killing it right now. There's a guy from Plantation, Sam Burns, that's playing well. All these guys, you like to follow him because and Cameron Smith is another one who won TPC up in Jacksonville and Ponte Vedra. So these guys are really, fun to watch.
Yeah, CB83 says he's getting terrible service.
All right, look, I put it in the chat one more time. If you donate $100, you'll get 60 entries into the Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison mini helmet giveaway, and you'll also be entered to win a Frank Gore autographed jersey, JSA certified. And so right now there's one person in that Frank Gore giveaway, and that is Chef Zhu for donating $100 today. That's all for people that donated $100 today. And yeah, 100 or more gets you into the Frank Gore and gets you 60 entries into Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. And remember, a portion of all donations we're sending up to Buffalo. All right, let me. I do want to ask you about this, Cameron. Baseball. What's up with the Marlins, man?
They were off yesterday, so they didn't lose.
No, I'm just talking about in general, bro. I'm just talking about in general. How they looking? What do you think?
They've got some, issues with consistency at the plate. Their starting pitching is really good, top 5 rotation in the league, and you could always win with pitching. I think their bats will come around. Where they're having kind of issues, which is a surprise, is the back end of the bullpen. Bender has been a disaster so far and got rocked again the other day. In fact, I think he hit a batter with bases loaded to walk in the winning run for who were they playing? The Nationals. And so we'll see. It's still, we're just getting into the end of May, early June here. Dog days of summer. So the bats have got to come alive. But the encouraging thing is, as good as the Mets are, I think the Marlins are only 6 games back from the Mets.
It's funny. I was watching that National series. Nelson Cruz, man, they got him. The Nationals hoping that they'd be able to trade him at the deadline. And I was looking at, okay, Nelson might be a bat for the Marlins later on in the year. I don't think he's batting over 200 right now. He just does not look good at all.
No, he doesn't look good, although he hit a couple home runs against the Marlins and had some RBIs. And I'm a huge Nelson Cruz fan, but
me too.
He just he looks like his age. He's 37, I think, or he might be even older than that. But he's looking not the same player as he was with Minnesota last year.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
He's 41.
Do you think Don Mattingly shares some of the blame for not making certain decisions in some of that West Coast trip? Because I feel like if he had made, there was a couple of games in that San Diego series where I'm like, man, why don't you pinch hit with Joey Wendell here? I felt like there was some questionable calls Don Mattingly has made this season so far.
I will say this. The answer to your question is no. In hindsight, it's always 2020. I think Mattingly manages more from an analytical viewpoint than a lot of his peers that are the same age as him. He plays percentages. He plays the shift more than any other National League manager, which irritates the hell out of me. The fact that he's not starting Jazz and leading him off every day pisses me off.
That's the point I was really getting at, because he should be.
Jazz, and we don't know what's going on in the locker room too. There could be issues in the locker room. I'm not saying there is, but Jazz has started, I think, the past 7 games straight. And even he had the flu the other day and hit a home run and a game-tying fly ball. But Jazz is clearly the face of the franchise, and you got to be playing that guy every day.
I don't disagree.
As you can see, I get real quiet when it's baseball because, again, I don't have a clue.
Vaughn, I can talk 3 hours straight about baseball.
So I just stay in your lane, man. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do final thoughts of the day, because I know you guys got stuff to do, people to see, and I got to get all this stuff together. And by the way, hey, look, the offer still stands. You donate $100 to the channel today, you're entered to win a Frank Gore autographed jersey, and you get 60 entries into the Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison mini helmet giveaway too. And you're helping a great cause.
Well, they have about an hour. They have
Probably
about an hour to donate.
They do.
So.
They do. Yeah. All right, Cameron, do final thought of the day, man.
My final thought of the day, man, we're heading into the weekend. I wish everyone has a safe and happy weekend. I will be watching intently both the Panthers and the Heat Celtics game on Sunday. We got to steal one on the road, both teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching the PGA Championship and hoping John Daly makes the cut, and hopefully Tiger as well. But that course is tough, and it'll be exciting to watch. Probably won't watch NASCAR.
Boo! You're missing out.
I'll follow it on my fantasy league. I'll follow it on my fantasy league too, and be cheering on my daughter in the pool, man, as she shoots for this summer's Junior Olympics. And
really, that's awesome. Is that what this weekend is for?
It's a qualifier for it, yeah.
So if she qualified, when are we gonna see the races that are on TV where oh snap, she's got a shot at making the Junior Olympic team?
Well, no. The way it works, without getting into too deep, is that there's a short course season and a long course season, right? Short course is during the winter, and short course means the pool is laid out in yards, 25 yards, right?
Okay. Yep.
Long course season is meters, 50 meters. So it's the length of the pool, the longest, I guess, for to envision it, the longest part of the pool, and it's one lane. So one lap is 50 meters. Where in short course, one lap is 25 yards.
Okay.
So it's basically doubled up in long course. And so there's a Junior Olympic event that for long course meters, which happens in July in Stewart. And then short course is in Coral Springs, and that's in March. And it happens every year, and it's based on age group. So she's one of the better swimmers in the nation in her age group in a couple of events, 100 breast, the 50 breast, and the 200 IM. And she'll continue to, compete with her age group as they progress in age and maturity. And so to answer your question, it's very interesting, right? There was an American Olympian at 15 years old this past
there was
Summer Olympics. And that window of athletes getting to that level for my daughter is the next 4 to 6 years. And so we're getting into that window where she's stepping up in competition, and as her body matures and her physical attributes mature, she gets strong in the pool. We'll see. It's just she's got to keep putting in the work, and she does. So she's got a good foundation.
And as a parent, is this a 7 days a week or 5 days a week, or is this?
No, it's 6 days a week, 3 days a week. It's twice a day. It's 4:55 a.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning, and 5 till 6:30 at night. Presently, and then there's meets, twice a month, primarily.
Look, man, I'm gonna root for her, and I'm gonna pray for her, and I know she's got you as a dad, and she's gonna blow up, man. I already know it. I'm
gonna say, I'm gonna root for you because you're doing good.
If Cameron 954 was my dad, I know that I can't.
You two would be an Olympian.
I know.
You two would be an Olympian, Steven.
I like it. I like it. Cameron, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out today.
Hey, take care, Cam.
Take care, guys. Have a great day, man. Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy. Bye-bye. All right, Von Joe. Final thought of the day, good sir.
Final thoughts. New fridge. That's the new fridge.
Oh, that's the new fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice. My wife was adamant about a French door fridge. She refused to get just a regular fridge. So
she got what she wanted. She was happy, right?
Yeah. And when she's happy, my life goes a whole lot smoother and easier. So
see, life is good when that happens.
But final thoughts. I'll say literally, guys, I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to literally go out there and, if anything, go out of your way to do something kind. It could be the smallest thing. Hey, buy somebody a cheeseburger, right? Buy somebody a bottle of water. It's hot outside, right? It's the smallest thing. Just do something kind today and to battle all the evil that's out there. Final thoughts. That's it. Dude, just go out there, be safe, take care of your family, and do something kind.
Hey, hit me up on Twitter because I need to talk to you outside of everything. We need to chat. We need to chat it up.
All right, for sure. No worries. I got you.
Hit me up and we'll talk after the show today.
All right. It'll probably be better to call because I'm gonna be doing a lot of running around.
Oh, because you're super dad. You're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
You're not as cool as Cameron 954.
No. Cool. Cam got me beat by a mile. I'll concede to him all day. With his schedule, I'll concede to him all day.
You're the man, brother. I love you, Von Joe.
All right, you take care.
Fins up. Bye-bye. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clap Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Look, last second opportunity to enter the drawing. I'm going to say it one more time. Autographed Frank Gore Miami Dolphins jersey. Okay? If you donate $100 to the channel right now, you will get 60 entries into the mini helmet giveaway, which is Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. And you will also get an opportunity to win this. Anybody who donates $100 right now, I will do a mini giveaway for the Frank Gore jersey. And right now, the only person that's in it is Chef Zhu. So that means Chef Zhu at the moment is going to do a drawing by himself, which means he'll ultimately win it. but let's get more people. Come on. Let's raise some money for the channel, but more importantly, let's raise some money for a community that is hurting right now outside of Buffalo, and I want to raise as much money as I can from them. So, yeah, I will take, donations all the way up to the drawing, which will probably be in about an hour. Yeah, that's what I want to be able to do. So just be on the lookout. I'm going to come back live in about an hour, little hour and a half, maybe, to do the drawing. Got a lot of donations to go through for the past 2 weeks. Put it up there, get it all in, and be able to do that. And yeah, so we got that going on. My spread kindness for the day is don't take people for granted. Understand that people that are in your life for a reason, and just don't take them for granted. I want to. There are people that are in my life that sometimes I have to admit I don't appreciate as much as I should. And my goal this weekend is to let them know that I appreciate them using my words. All right. And sometimes words matter. Words are important. Sometimes just letting somebody know that how important they are to you means the world. So that's what I think you should do this weekend. Tell somebody how important they are in your life. Find somebody that's important in your life. Tell them how important you are to them. And just let them know, because sometimes that can mean the world, and that can change, people's, feelings or directions towards something. So that's my spread kindness. It's contagious of the day. Okay. Next week, we're going to talk a lot of Dolphins stuff next week. There's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of stuff that came out, a lot of articles that had us in this place, X place, whatever. We'll get into all that. We'll dive into that next week. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm not going to think about nothing except my family this weekend and my future and just everything, and just me, and just be one at Zen with Steven. That's my goal for this weekend. All right. So I love you guys. You're all the best fans in the world. Donate to the channel. Donate. Come on, get in. I am taking donations all the way for the next hour and a half to get into this mini drawing. All right. So get in where you fit in. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. And I will see you guys next week right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blockers. Peace out. See y'all. Love y'all. Bye.